Even a million words cannot explain the feeling that I give my life just for you to experience. Even a million words cannot explain the feeling that I give my life just for you to experience. Some people be insulted by words like nigga, but depopulation is the word that should really offend you. Stand for something greater or you will end up a victim to a life without cause, trapped inside of a system. Pour out my heart to let the streets know I'm with them. They can't understand how I got God without religion. Got the heart of my mama and the style of my daddy. I'm empowered by the forces and the smile of my granny, looking down upon me, telling me to be strong. That's what give me the power I display in this song. I am the living proof of what really can happen when you miss the soul of Pop with the spirit of Malcolm. You are now beholding greatness, and this here what you hearing is the cry of the earth and the tears of the children. Yeah, I swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, the whole truth, so help me God. I do it for the love. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, this is straight from the heart. Yo, I say this straight from the heart. Even a million songs cannot explain the passion that I take in the battle as I'm slaying these dragons. R.I.P. Khalid, the people who stop the Panthers, feeding y'all propaganda, fronting like they got the answers. Words of wisdom, truth shining through the lies. And before I lead you astray, I will be crucified. This is bigger than music, salvation for black youth. Cause the tears of the children water my black roots. Take a look at the hood, niggas sprung on dope. Rewind time, same niggas hung on ropes. So now I'm taking the stand, fuck taking the fall. All devils ain't white, how can I hate them all? I'm only a young nigga who just happened to make it from where the blood flows through the cracks in the pavement. You are now beholding greatness, and this here what you hearing is the cry of the earth and the tears of the children. This is an expression of my soul delivered to the globe. Yo, I do it for the love. Yo. I do it from the soul. Yeah, this is straight from the heart.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Cheddar, aka Nephew Luke, aka your bitch calling. Let me get into these shout outs before I get into this real shit. Shout out to my little cuz Shunny, shout out to my little cuz Steve, shout out to motherfucking Jesse James, original Marauder, shout out to my cuz DJ, shout out to them niggas in VA and P-Town getting that paper, shout out to my niggas all over the world that's real niggas doing real nigga shit. Shout out to my big brother who did 6 years for not opening his motherfucking mouth. You know, that's some real nigga shit. Shout out to CEOs all over the nation, man. Shout out to niggas who was named Lil This and Lil That who took the lid off of their shit right now. Word up. So shout out to all them niggas. Rest in peace, my nigga Peanut. Rest in peace, Lil Corey. Rest in peace, all them niggas that done died in my hood and for real niggas everywhere, man. So just wanted to give all them shout outs before I come with this real shit. This exclusive freestyle for y'all. Check me out. I say 3 words for you haters. I'm that nigga who'll suit up and go into combat with you. The realest nigga, cause I refuse to dick hop. I know loyalty well, my nigga, I never click hop. Put in work for my team when other niggas did not. Now I decide to do something for me and don't get props. You motherfuckers disgusting. Rest in peace, S.I. When I got the news of his murder, my lawyer said, let's ride. Other niggas stood around shaking this shit. If this shoe fit, then wear it. Ain't no mistaking this shit. Rest in peace, Lil Hip. He tried to get them dollars quick. Before he died, he said, Cheddar, I don't approve of a lot of shit that's going on. Like, who is all these new niggas? I was putting in work when there wasn't nothing but a few niggas. Now I see a little white boy named Luke with you. And now it's just so damn hard to figure out who with you. You ain't concerned with no studio or YouTube gangsters when you know that every damn thing you do is gangster. I ain't a D-boy, homie. You's a loser if you tell them that when things was knocking in Cloverdale asking where Cheddar at. I ain't a D-boy, nigga. Get real. Don't tell them that when I was all in VA with my cuz DJ selling crack. Real niggas vouch for me. I never passed that steel. So if you ain't vouching for me, then your ass ain't real. They took my nigga and I rolled with that AK. So please don't let that cray-cray shit make y'all cray-cray. This still Cheddar, still got bars that make them vacate. Still making hot-ass beats, the fucking they say. Niggas ain't gotta vouch for me. I'm about money piling. And they ain't even hearing these haters, man. They stomach growling. And I'm eating on niggas with no table manners. Plenty dollars, nigga. You need a beat, holler, nigga. I reflect back with a wet black and some Henny. I ain't recruiting no new niggas. I'm just building the niggas with me.
Please like and share the video. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.
What up, everybody? It's your boy Cheddar. Get it Lost Village.
Yo, drop a one if y'all can hear me. Let's do a mic check real quick. Let's drop a one. Salutes to everybody. Oh shit, I'm about to load up, cop back, roll up, pop back, I'm trolled up, got gas, so just hop back, the fuck. Oh shit, I'm about to load up, cop back, roll up, pop back, I'm trolled up, got gas, so just hop back, the fuck off me, soul dust, got crack, gold truck, drop lack, cold cuts, hot max, neck frosted, I'm caked up, pimped out, tricked up, dripped out, laid up, getting out, against glossy, SA and jazz, checkmate, infrared, let's play bitch lead, down I get poppins, no game, shit real, cocaine, wrist chill, no game, this drill. I'm so project, I so don't give a damn. I got one life and I'm so gon' live it, man. Till the wheels gone, money to the ceiling fan. I'm getting my meal on, pumping by the kilogram. It's too many fucking haters and lames, and niggas making you change and it's making you change. Chaz do what he got to see his way in this game. Cause if you ain't thinking paper, bitch, you wasting your brain. Get pop, live or die, that's the way of the game. Get robbed, pull a lick, that's the way of the game. Kill mines, I kill yours, that's the way of the game. Pump powder, dream big of escaping the game. Get pop, live or die, that's the way of the game. You get robbed, pull a lick, that's the way of the game. Kill mines, I kill yours, that's the way of the game. Pump powder, dream big of escaping the game. Yo, this is some old stuff, y'all. And I'm just going through it, and I don't care what pop up, just clicking on it, and then we finna start in a minute. How y'all ready for the day, man? We about to start here right now, man. Salutes to everybody. Peace and much love, and welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Hey guys, welcome to a heated hump day. Well, I'm gonna initiate some topics for us for today that's guaranteed to piss some folks off, and then we'll allow them to come up and vent it all out. All right? First topic that we're talking about today. Gentleman by the name of Tyre Nichols, gunned down in Memphis, black brother, that was brutally beat down. Ty Nichols. And one thing I want to say is that black YouTube don't really give a fuck if you die as long as black people did it. If this was 5 white police officers, this story would be bigger than what it is. It'll be like a George Floyd story. People, this is so fucking disgusting to me because you literally see no one covering this in the black community. And it's because, hey, it's 5 black police officers. You know what? I'm finna give y'all some smoke today that's gonna make me seem crazy, but I'm not. Guess what I'm gonna say? It's more black police officers that brutalize black people than white ones. I'm gonna say that shit one more time because I know somebody gonna think I'm crazy. If you from the streets, you more than likely, if not I'm gonna put it this way, you halfway likely to get your ass beat by a black police officer than a white one. Why don't nobody talk about that? If you live in New Orleans, you ain't scared of no white police officer. Any nigga in New Orleans, you scared of the black police officer. Let me tell you something. If you live, man, y'all can say I'm capping, but you bullshit. That's how I know y'all don't live nowhere in no hood. Watch this. If you live in Atlanta, you gotta worry about a black police officer doing you dirty. The shit that they showed y'all on Boys in the Hood with that dark-skinned police officer, what was it, Boys in the Hood? I won't smoke the day of the black police officers worse, man, than the white ones. Even when I was on probation, the black dude was trying to throw the book at a nigga. The white dude helped me out. They ain't, hey, listen, y'all don't want to tell the truth. If you live in Atlanta, if you live in Detroit, Birmingham, you ain't worried about no fucking white police, nigga. It's black officers doing niggas dirty than a bitch. In New Orleans? Okay. See, it's certain places that is not worrying about no white police officers, man. It's like that in Memphis, bro. Memphis is one of those places. If you live in a city where the police force is predominantly black, I feel more sorry for you than the nigga who live in the city with the all-white police force. And y'all be like, man, we gotta get more black folks into the police force. Nigga, they gonna get in there and the black police department's doing the same shit. Planting dope on niggas, beating the shit out of them in the alley, talking to them like they crazy, putting the cuffs on tight. Nigga, the black officer, if he worked with a force full of racist white police, he got to prove to them that he bout that shit. So even if you got these mixed departments where it's half white, half black, guess what you gonna have? If them white boys is doing racist shit, guess what I know being a police officer? You can't lie to me about this. I know how I go, buddy. Let me show you something. If you got a bunch of black police officers and they working with it's a mixed department where it's equal amount of black and Hispanic officers as it is white boys. Boy, guess what? Them black and Hispanic officers gonna be trying to prove theyself to Billy and them. They're gonna expose you to some kind of brutality, some that ain't right, just to see if you gonna run your mouth, if you can be part of this blue code of silence. Now, if you're a rookie police, you just getting in the force, you see Sarge and them doing some shit that appears like they've been doing it all the time before you got there. You don't want to be the little rookie to change things. So you gonna join a department and be the hero now? So when y'all say it ain't no good cops, man, listen, man, it ain't no suicidal cops. This police shit ain't what y'all think, because when these niggas go to talking and snitching and breaking the blue code of silence, they threaten their life and their family life, dude. And the chief, the mayor, everybody in on this shit. It's a 9 times out of 10 chance if you're a black man joining a mixed police department and you see some inhumane shit or some injustices going on, you gonna shut the fuck up is what you gonna do. And you gonna get your money and protect your family and act like turn a fucking deaf ear and a blind eye to it. But it's gonna fuck with you though. It's gonna fuck with you now. It's gonna eat you up at night. But you ain't gonna be brave enough to be that guy to bring it all down. Are y'all ready to learn the truth about the law and the mentality and what goes on in this thing? Cool, because I'm going to give your ass the red pill today. Now, let me explain something to you. This blue code of silence ain't about no black and no white. It's about blue. See, when you become a policeman, you ain't black and you ain't white. You're blue. Average citizens don't understand that. They don't understand that a black police officer will be allowed to get away with some bullshit just like a white police officer. Because it ain't about skin tone. It's about you got the fucking get out of jail free card because you wear the blue and the badge. That's beyond skin color, man. That's a fraternity at this point.
5 Memphis police officers have been fired following the death of a man during a traffic stop. They are accused of violating policies, using excessive force, and failing to render aid. On January 7th, Tyree Nichols was taken into custody. His family says he was brutally beaten by officers during his arrest and died 3 days later. The news sparked protests at the National Civil Rights Museum on Martin Luther King Jr. holiday.
They beat him to death like that. Now look, these are black officers, and I'm gonna tell y'all what happened, man. And this is crazy because guess what be happening? A lot of these police officers think that, man, look, if you got 5 motherfuckers and they all having a bad goddamn day, ain't shit going right, the department ain't paying them that much. Look, you never know what these black officers going through, but it's 5 of them. Neither one of them had the nerve to say, stop, man, don't do that. You would think if it's 5 of them, they'll say, hey, that's enough, brother. That's enough now. We got him. It was a frenzy going on. They just kept beating him and they couldn't stop. Because I want to tell y'all the mentality of this shit so you can understand. Anybody that ever been in a gang, when one of your brothers haul off on a nigga and the other nigga follow suit and the other nigga follow suit, it's a sort of adrenaline thrill and a sort of degree of evil that I can't explain to you. It's like a piranha tank. When we was teenagers, when we got out of school, we would try to see who we gonna jump today. Cause we had a big clique and everything, a big clique of niggas and shit. And we would say, man, who we jumping today? And we'll, on our way home, anybody slipping, any nigga walking by himself, we'll chase that man home. We would jump, and I'm gonna tell him what we would jump him. We would really fuck them up bad, man, like stomping them out and shit for no reason. just for a thrill of it. Let me show you something, man. That's what police doing. Because when you start beating this nigga, everybody want to prove to the next nigga that I'm more demonic than you, nigga. You can't get more evil than me. You kicked him in the head, I'm finna hit him in the head with the brick. I'm gonna show you that you ain't more evil than me. And it goes into a frenzy. And next thing you know, one nigga hitting him with a stick. One nigga, oh, you got a stick, bitch? Okay, I'm gonna get a brick then. Oh, you got a brick? I'm just gonna shoot the nigga then. But pow, 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 bitch. It turns into this breeding frenzy of, ooh, I can get more evil than you. And it's fucking really wrong. It's evil, man. I'm telling you, even gangs do that to this day for initiation. It's worse than just jumping on you, too. They just walk up to you and kill you, pow, smoke you. What I'm saying is, when you have a group of people and y'all all encouraging fucked up behavior, when you start jumping on a nigga, that can turn lethal. That can turn to a frenzy to where every nigga trying to outdo the other nigga when y'all beating on this man. Next thing you know, y'all done killed this damn man. You done killed this man. And I feel real bad for the shit that I was doing coming up. And it had a lot to do with the music that we was listening to and a whole bunch of shit. And you know, niggas are, I know a lot of y'all used to playing nigga knock and shit like that. Nah, we would get fucking big old chunks of rocks and knock your window out in your house and take off running. Walk down the street by your shit and straight up knock your window out. Your grandma is sleeping in the cold at night. And do a couple of houses, nigga, in a day. Just no reason. Reckless, man. But what that's called is frenzy behavior. Frenzy behavior. When you get a group of people encouraging bad behavior, it goes into this downward cycle of degradation. And this lets you know that these police officers, they been beating niggas up. They just ain't ever think that they'll actually kill a nigga. But that's what happened when you have a group of people encouraging foul behavior. They been jumping on niggas, fucking them up and bragging about it, drinking beers. Remember that one guy we fucked up? Now this time y'all done killed somebody. Because it's gonna get worse and worse. You're gonna be like, yeah, man, I really put a knee in his neck. I fucked him up bad. And it's only gonna get so worse before you kill somebody. But I can guarantee you that this one they first nigga that they stumped out. This goes on. Like, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna drop the link. If somebody wanna debate me on this, I'd rather live in a city where the police force is all white than live in one where it's all black. If you want to come up and speak to this, come on up. We're going to rotate callers in one at a time. Then I'm going to do another review on some shit. Well, you know, and yeah, black power is a religion. Black lives don't matter unless a white person take the life. And then that's because you can get some media play and all that. Where Tamika Mallory and me son at? Where Black Lives Matter at? Where the pro-black channels that's bringing this brother up? Because a lot of these black channels are boule and they part of the fraternal order of police and Freemasons. They part of the same order that's gonna make sure these 5 officers don't get prosecuted, just like they some white police. Oh, don't think that these black police gonna get prosecuted. No, I told you, it's not about color. You're blue when you join this thing. And yes, I'd rather live in a city with an all-white police department than a city with an all-black police department. And yes, we can debate that up.
Hello, I'm Stephanie Skurlock. Greg is off tonight. Those officers now face serious charges, and the police department and district attorney are promising to prosecute. Tonight, Memphis Police Chief C.J. Davis released a statement saying the Memphis Police Department is committed to protecting and defending the rights of every citizen in our city. The egregious nature of this incident is not a reflection of the good work that our officers perform with integrity every day.
See, they already starting to cover for them. What's good, Key Norfolk? What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
District Attorney Steve Mulroy said that he is asking.
Make sure y'all sub to my brother Key Norfolk and the Nation One Love podcast, man. What's good, Big Dog Philly? Dun Trees.
Asking for patience.
Bugatti.
During the investigation, saying
Sharon Williams. Yeah, man, we're gonna drop the link, man, and
I don't
you cities with the all black police departments, niggas who live in those cities are agreeing with me. See, if you don't live in a city with an all black police department, then you don't know what I'm talking about. You think I'm tripping. But see, Master P was telling y'all that on Unbodied with Friendly crooked ass in New Orleans. They had to get the white boy feds to go into New Orleans to clean up the all-black police department. Remember that shit, Key Norfolk? What's up, bro? They had to get the feds to go down there.
Hey, what's up, my bro?
What's good, bro?
Hey, that was a reckless police office right there. You right about that. I kind of was listening to what you were saying, and it's wild to even think like that. I mean, me myself, I'd rather have it where it's at so I can know how to maneuver with them, because I couldn't fathom the narrative of them just being all white or all black. But you just made a good point. There was there's evidence to that, man. You right on with that.
Yeah, shit. Key, where you at again?
I'm from Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
Oh, well, yeah, you know too, then.
Most of them murders don't get solved. Like where's all white police officers at? They make sure they solve them murders. But where I'm from, if it's 30 murders, they might solve like 5 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And you know what I don't like? That these all black police departments, Bobby K in the motherfucking house, what's up, boy? LaShawn, what's good, boy? What's good, y'all, brothers?
What's good with it? What's good with it, people? You already know we out here plant-based dripping, goddammit.
Hey, that's fire right there, man. That's what's up. Yeah, man. Tell me though, one thing though, bros. This is okay, of course this is cooning, but this is why I like being a coon. Because tell me this is not real shit to point out though. You don't see no outrage about this, brother, because it's 5 black officers. And all of us niggas know in these cities where it's an all black police department, niggas is getting it even worse, but nobody never talk about it.
Bingo. Hey, listen, I grew up in East St. Louis, Illinois, 98% black. When I tell you, when the police do dirt around here, like we done had prostitution rings within the police department, police putting hits on regular dope boys and shit like that. So, like, to that officer friendly shit you spoke about, this is some unspoken shit right here that people don't like to touch on. Like our own black people that's police, because with the few encounters I've had with the police, I can say this for a fact. I ain't saying I ain't ran across no white ones that did me dirty, but it's like the brothers, especially when they see you got a little bit of money or you know what I'm saying, you might be doing good for yourself. Oh man, they'll jam you up. They'll do you dirty in front of your girl. You know what I'm saying? They embarrass you. Like like I done been there, bro. I done been put out in the car in front of a girlfriend. Oh, did you with this little lame dusty nigga right? This the police talking to me. I'm goddamn. This how y'all get down? Y'all might as well be a gang, nigga. Y'all moving like the GDs and the Bloods and the Crips. So yeah, y'all got it, man.
Oh yeah. And then another thing that don't go mentioned, when you have these mixed departments, like I said, the Mexican officers and the black officers gonna drive that knee in your neck just a little bit harder because they got something to prove.
It's gonna be the white officer saying, hey, chill out, Tyrone.
Yeah,
You ain't gotta do that nigger like that.
You fact. God, that's sad. And cause you know why that's sad though? Because we be like, we need more brothers in these positions so we can police ourselves. And guess what? Power brings corruption no matter what the skin tone is. If you a nigga that's on a power trip, you got beat up in high school, I'm telling y'all, it don't matter what color you is. You gonna abuse that power. You gonna get some get back once you get that badge for all them years of your lame motherfucking, you was a lame.
We need these pretty women up here too, just women in general to speak to, you know, I done had a lot of black women tell me in confidence, like, yo, like, when niggas be the police, they'll pull you over, try to get your number. Hey, baby, you know what I'm saying? Let you, like, they bold with it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
even the chicks that I know that have gotten in relationships with police officers, they like, man, this nigga is like slight way crazy. Like, I'm scared to leave because, like, he got the force behind him. You see what I'm saying? Like, he got the he got the whole police force. I'm scared to even make a move because this nigga might get me missing, and like, you know, my word against his, my family against his. So it's like I've seen all these situations, just speaking for the women, you know, without them being up here to speak, that say, yeah, I done been in some situations with some police officers where I done got pulled over and like, if I felt like if I ain't get this nigga my number, it was gonna go left.
Guess what you see, bro? And they be thinking niggas crazy because they don't understand. In certain cities, like where I'm from in Bama, we got back roads, dirt roads, it's country. You can bend a cut and be completely secluded from all eyes. And I'm gonna tell you, you never let the police pull you over and no shit like that. Now, guess what? Niggas, if y'all watch YouTube today, the police will be like, why you kept going? And they'll be like, man, I wanted to get by a store. I wanted to get by people because I don't trust the police. And guess what? They beating that charge. You ain't getting no fleeing for that. That's a legitimate motherfucking concern today.
Hey, Grand Rising, everybody.
I'm a living witness.
Respect, bro, Sanchez, the panel, and everybody in the
much
chat.
love, OG Leo. Much
it's
love.
not just the police force. It's the correctional officers. It's the probational officers. It's everybody that's working for that system. The judges, they all, you know, a lot of people treat our people worse than everybody else. It's not just the police force. It's everything that's dealing with it. The judicial system, the correctional workers, the politicians, they all, you know, basically treat our people and violate our, like we the bottom of the barrel. And I'm going to land right there. Black motherfucking power to the family, man. Grand Rising.
Black power, OG.
Salute, OG.
I will say this.
Salutes everybody.
Salute. I don't know if it's because of the nurturing aspect of women, but I've had black female judges and I've had black female police officers pull me over. Totally different experience, bro.
Yeah.
Totally different experience. Like the depending on how you come at them, man, they damn near don't even really want to write you no ticket, man. They ready to just here take this warning and go on. I had a black female judge that threw my case out, you know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, anytime that I've stood in front of a black man in an authoritative position, even if it's just the principal of the school, it done been some bullshit. It done been some power flexing. You know what I'm saying? Some nigga sit on the curb, nigga. Like, and I got on white pants. Like, bro, I just can't stand. Nigga, I said sit on the curb. Like,
and I got on white pants.
I got on white pants, Sanchez. I'm saying I can't stand. Sit your ass in that dirt, nigga.
Yeah, man, that's hate.
Bobby.
You feel me?
I gotta push back against you, Bobby. I gotta say that the worst experiences I've had have come from black female officers, and my lady is sitting right next to me, and she agreed 100%. So I mean, we got to kind of talk about that a little bit, because these women be feeling like they got something to prove when they on the force, and don't be with another. Don't let them think you're guilty or something. And you with a girl, they be, why you with this ain't shit ass nigga? He ain't gonna do shit but bring you down. Go ahead and tell us where the motherfucking shit at, and we're like, this shit has happened to me on numerous occasions, bro. So when you say that, I can't. Maybe a black female judge, maybe, but these black women officers in Chicago is off the fucking chain, bro. I'm telling you, they worse.
I'm from Chicago, bro.
I know. That's why I'm pushing against you.
know,
I'm like,
you know what I
we
don't
both
get?
in the same spot.
I don't get how, if you have a all-white police department that's corrupted, beat niggas in the alley when they get a chance, you know, fucking them up and all that. I don't get how, right, you'll have a all-black police department. Let's go back in the 90s, because it'll never be a worse police department than New Orleans Police Department back in the 90s and shit. Check this out, right? Them niggas was getting niggas' whole families knocked off and wiped out. They was ordering hits and shit, nigga, in the NOPD, nigga. And my nigga, that shit going, bro, that shit was crazy, man. Now look, I don't understand how it can be worse with an all-black police department than an all-white one, though. Because that's my argument that I'm making.
Hey, bro, watch this. Like, look how much worse it is with the black gangs versus the skinheads.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we got more bodies done drop fucking around with the black gangs than the skinheads.
And dissing the dead when they drop. Even the whites don't do that. Yeah.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, to me, that's a female trait, because a female really hold a grudge to the point, even after a nigga dead, they'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, fuck that bitch ass nigga. Men, we don't necessarily do that, but this new generation, they so effeminized, they do that shit.
Damn.
Hey, no, we did. Wait now. Just a quick pushback. If niggas have been putting heads on stakes and all that, like, this is the dead op. Like, you know, I don't want to go deep off into it, but you know, that's always been a part of our culture, like disrespecting the dead, like in battle. Like, if I'm battling you, you know what I'm saying? I might cut your head off and put it in front of my motherfucking village. Like, look what we did to these bitch ass niggas. So we always been, but I don't want to go deep off into that, but I just want to, you know, like,
I'm gonna say, like, even Tupac and Biggie never did no shit like that. When Tupac died, you didn't hear Biggie dissing his dead ass. You know what I'm saying? We just don't do that. That's some new age shit. Is what I'm saying.
But like a point you just made, D. Calico, when you was like that bitch ass and shit you was saying. See, like Bro Sanchez was saying, when they used to get beat up and shit when they was in high school, nigga, they take that shit to another level when they get in that badge. I know a police officer who wanted to be this drug dealer so bad, man. He started like selling drugs and shit, doing illegal shit to get niggas knocked off. And he got this man girlfriend. This how bad he wanted to be. That's how he got him set up and shit. So everything y'all saying on point is just different perspectives. It just be like what type of person in that position. It's just somebody who got a chip on their shoulder and want to get their revenge back. Is it somebody who really just trying to take their job to serve their community, or is it somebody who just want to fit in? They don't give a damn. It's whatever going on in the department.
That's real.
You think
hey, I got family members that's cops, and I don't even mess with them because I know how slimy and Masonic they are. Y'all got it.
Me and you both. I got family members that's cops.
Yeah. I wanted to I'm coming from hey, how's everybody doing in here this afternoon? it looks like I'm the only female here. So I thought that maybe I could give you guys a little bit of perspective. I used to work for PSI and the medical side of where the police officers, the fire department, city hall, all of the politicians, all of the lawyers, they all have to come through here when they work through the city and the county of Baltimore. And you guys have no idea of the type of individuals they're even hiring. The majority of these people who are coming in through the force have developmental delays. No exaggeration. I mean, they're on medications. I'm not going to get into what's causing all of that because I'm going to respect Bro Sanchez's platform, and I ain't trying to get them booted off like how all my shit gets booted off of YouTube. But they are purposefully putting these individuals that are very easily controlled and manipulated. It's like they have their own force of robots. We're supposed to be protected by this excessive force by the Fourth Amendment. Like having these police departments, this government over us, ruling us and everything, all of this stuff is unconstitutional from the jump. And I think that we all need to really come together and realize that, you know, tribalism really is the best way to go. Like, we should be taking care of our own jurisdictions throughout the communities, because when you have these governmental agencies in place, it's just a lawless world. And you have no say in how they recruit these people. And I'm telling you, they are mentally disturbed. I mean, matter of fact, one of the people who I'm pretty sure y'all have heard of the guy, Freddie Gray, that was killed in Baltimore. One of the officers, I was working at PSI at the time, and one of the officers that was involved in that, he had been to the clinic for fit for duty because he was just going around killing dogs, just shooting dogs. And this is the kind of people who are coming to your house as a first responder for whatever. So we in a whole lot deeper trouble than you guys can imagine. I just wanted you guys to have just a different perspective of what you have just running around with guns.
Hey, sis, I think honestly, we know from experience. Like, if we was in the streets. If we was nowhere near the streets, we have no idea what you're saying. But you definitely on point.
Hey, let me give a shout out to my brother Larry Newton as well, man. Salutes, Larry. How you doing, bro? Hey, salutes to the sister. Yeah, we got almost 500 in here, y'all. Go on, hit the like and share button. And yeah, we're gonna work a lot of topics around the round table today. If you got some in the chat room and you don't want to join the call, lay them out there and I'll run them through. So yeah, but right now we calling out the hypocrisy of Black YouTube, because let's say that this was 5 white officers, right? This shit will be, man, this shit'll be so big, bro. It'll be bigger than George Floyd, man. You see what I'm saying? So
absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely. And did you guys hear about the task force in Baltimore that had been caught with planting all these guns and drugs on all of these people? And I mean, people are in jail to this day for the stuff that these cops had involved themselves in. And they ended up getting the detective that was going to take the stand to speak against them. He ended up getting killed, and they said that he committed suicide. Like, it's all kinds of stuff. And guess what? All of them were Black. Y'all should know about these things.
Did you see the show We Own the City?
No.
You should watch that shit. Like, that's basically a show where they talk about everything you're talking about, like all of the crooked shit in Baltimore Police Department. It's on HBO. I think it's called like We Own the City or something like that. I'm from Baltimore too, so I definitely follow all of that.
Ain't this what that show The Wire was filmed in Baltimore?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah,
yep.
they
I'll
say,
check out that show. Yeah,
It's
they
kinda
made
like
a
a
whole
follow-up.
series
Like the same people
show about that place.
The same act from the wire is up in it too.
Be more
Like
careful.
drug dealers, they the cops now in the show. Y'all should check that out. Marlo like a detective and shit.
I forgot about Baltimore, the crooked black police force. Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh yeah, Baltimore is
said that
dirty.
about the females too
Hey,
in Chicago. That's true. You don't want to see no like no disrespect, but a homosexual female that pull you over, it's a wrap. Like
yeah, Butch, oh stud. Hey, bro, Sanchez. Like I remember,
But
I used
that's
to
like
always,
a man.
Hey, I used to always look in the census books. If you look in the census books and all that kind of stuff, like it'll tell you the prison population for every state. And Baltimore, Maryland had like a 90-something% prison rate for black people, man. Like it was at least 87% of all the black people in Maryland.
True.
And that's
It's true. I
that's
used to
a
work in the
black
prison.
city. And that's a
Yep,
black
I used to
city.
work in the prisons too. And me and my husband, we did the optical care for the prisoners in prison. And in fact, we are actually whistleblowers because we spoke out against the state and against the federal government because they are neglecting the prisoners so poorly with medical care. Like they're allowing prisoners to go blind. They're allowing prisoners to lose their toes and their fingers. Like it is egregious what's taking place. Like aside from what they're doing to the community and putting these individuals in jail and creating these circumstances for our everyday life for our children that make it impossible for people to make a living. So of course they veer to, you know, as they say, an illegal way. You know, they get put in these cages and then they're totally neglected. They have no rights. They have no voice. You can't make a complaint. They can't even request their medical file without a fight. They have to get attorneys involved. Like it's a really bad situation in Baltimore.
And I'm going to put this up here so we can see the killers right quick while we do this too. Now, you thinking as a black man, if I get pulled over by any one of these brothers, I'm good, man. I'm good, right? That's what you thinking. Shit, you better not be in Atlanta. You better not be in Memphis, nigga. Baltimore, Detroit.
Man, listen, them niggas.
My man, because you sure was right, bro. I'm sure, nigga, man, you get pulled over by some niggas like that, you fuck around, be all right, get to shoot the shit, talk some shit and be on your way. These niggas killing niggas.
Let me tell y'all something, man. I'm from Jackson, Mississippi. I grew up in Jackson, Mississippi. I used to deal with motherfuckers like that back in the 90s, like Sanchez said. I'm one of the ones that didn't stop my motherfucking car until I got to my apartment because it was under direct light. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this. I'm a truck driver. I started 28 years ago. You got these kind of motherfuckers out there on the road too, fucking with truck drive. I used to be one of them. So they every goddamn well. They ain't just on the police force. I live 30 minutes north of Memphis. I wanted to stay in Memphis. They gave me a free house. Where I live at, just like Sanchez said, ain't no black cop on that motherfucker where I live at, and I'm good. I feel good about this shit. Y'all go ahead.
You guys know they give you a test, and that test,
that's crazy.
You know that test, right? That test determines your personality. If you have a certain type of personality where you're like a highly moral person, or you question things, or you think too, you won't be able to be a cop. Like that test weeds out certain types of personality. That's why they're all robots. That's what it is.
You're right. That's right.
It's just like the Army. In the Army, they have to take an IQ test. Like basically they're giving you an IQ test before you go into the Army. I've had brothers tell me, man, I didn't pass the test. I'm like, bro, if you go back and try and you do pass, basically you barely passing. They're gonna have you on the front line, man. Like these the people.
Well, hold on. Can I say something? From the Army, and the military, right? Militarily, it's kind of different because, even though I ducked my basic training and shit, I did sign up for the Air Force, and I didn't have to be a grunt. I was gonna be a airplane engineer. You see what I'm saying? Or I could have went and been on some medical shit or something like that. The point being,
but everybody don't got that choice.
No, I agree with you there. But the point that the brother
everybody,
was making,
listen.
hold on, D. Calico.
Okay.
You ain't, he cutting me off. Yeah. The point that I was making was that the point that the brother was saying earlier with the police, that's what they're looking for. They're looking for grunts only. You know what I'm saying? In a military from a military perspective,
that's IQ.
You can go and just say but what I'm saying is in the military, you can go and just say, I want to be a cook. I want to be this. I want to be that. Like it's different options. When you're in a police capacity, that type of authority is straight robotic grunt work, nigga. You going to beat motherfucker like that's it.
Let me tell you now. I could have went to the Air Force for telecommunications, but here's how the game, right? They want more grunts, like what Bob is saying. You got smart folks signing up for these infantry jobs and security, police, dangerous jobs. Why? Because they telling them, look, you gonna get the bonus, that hazardous bonus pay, right? Coming out of high school, any of y'all with children going to the military, fuck that bonus. Get you a good career field, because that's an impulsive move. That's what lured me into it, and I didn't even get the bonus. And but it's a cold game. Them recruiters, man, I'm telling you, they'll see a bright child that knows he shouldn't be signing up for no infantry and convince him to do it. Look, you're gonna get a bonus because they get more money if you go with the dangerous job.
Yeah.
It's like recruiting.
And I wanted to say real quick, like that's where the city and the state recruits most of their police force from, is the ex-military. Once you get out of the military, if you get out under honorable conditions, you can easily get a job as a police officer just because of your military background.
Hey, a lot of military people don't qualify for the Air Force, though. I'm trying to tell you. Like, and I had a full scholarship to the Air Force Academy. I just didn't know that was something special. You
Shit, well, your ass will be making
the Navy and the Air Force
if you
is for the smarter guys.
If
the Army
your ass,
and the Marines are for the grunts.
If your ass would have went to the Air Force Academy, you would have been among the top elite. It's a small percentage of humans in America that can say that, dude. Air Force Academy is so historical. Everybody coming up out of there finna make at least 6 figures.
Bro, since the 9th grade, they was trying to get, they was sending me the scholarship every year, let me know. When you graduate, you got a full scholarship, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th. I never wanted to go there. I'm thinking
Air Force Academy, West Point, all of them are like, hell yeah. But see, it's real strict. It's a whole, you got to really want it. You got to be dedicated to it though. So you probably went on that shit at a young age.
You got to think, D Calico. Like I think me and you around the same age. I'm 40, so you got.
I'm 83. Yeah, 83.
Right. So we just around the same age. So me and you came up during the time of when 9/11 first popped off. This would have been the time that we was.
Oh yeah,
going in the military. You just like we'd have had it. Like I swear to God, bro.
I'd be
like
dead.
I had Nick. When you bro, it's people I went to high school with that didn't make it back. That's what I be trying to tell people. Like when I signed up for the Air Force, I could have went as an engineer, but something told me don't do it. And I swear to God, a couple months later, 9/11 popped off. Then niggas who was just like going to be cooks and like work on the planes and shit. Nope, get your gun, nigga. It's time to go to like all that shit got switched around. Like nigga, fuck all that, nigga. It's time to go
walk in the park.
All hands on deck, nigga. That's what they called that shit. Nigga.
Yeah, that would have been my setup right there. I wouldn't even be here talking to y'all.
I swear to God, listen, the nigga who I was supposed to go in the Air Force with, that nigga went over there and lost like so many people on this team, and me and him was supposed to go at the same time. This somebody I went to high school with, grew up with. You know, he ended up going, and I dodged it.
Hey, bro, that football shit fucking nigga head up so bad. Boy, I thought the football schools was way more important than the Air Force Academy. I'm trying to go to FSU, Alabama, Miami. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm asleep. I was asleep.
Yo, Bobby, what God is you swearing to, Bobby?
What you mean?
Let me show y'all this shit.
He kept saying, I swear to God.
And it's just like when I say on me, like in Chicago,
that's where you would have been,
like,
God,
on the real on me.
This would have been you right here, bro. Look at that, bro.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Look at that right there.
Hey, I want to say something real quick. It's not it's not an IQ test. It's not an IQ test though. It's testing for something else. It's testing for a person's moral character. As far as will you do something, even if it's wrong. If someone tells it's testing for that part of the personality, and that's not IQ.
All that's IQ. All that's IQ.
Not
That's
necessarily.
That's a lack of intelligence.
It's like a social setting test. Like if you question shit and you make decisions,
emotional intelligence is IQ too.
Right, it's emotional
in the field where you gonna make decisions for the people. They want the people who
it's
just
an EQ test.
automatically go with everything to be in the street with the people. But the people who make decisions, you think outside the box, they want you on some undercover shit. They want you on their side, like a special forces type person.
And you can't fool it.
D Calico, you got IQ, EQ, and AQ.
I was gonna say
emotional.
EIQ.
No, yeah. Well, I'm saying AQ is your adaptability equivalency. So what they testing is your emotional equivalency. You see what I'm saying? The adaptability is your highs. That's why they don't test that.
I ain't gonna lie, I never heard that. Hey, I never heard that, Bobby. I like that.
Let me tell you.
IQ, EQ, AQ.
Hey, y'all can hear me, Mike Chick.
Salute. Smoke Signal salutes my brother. Welcome back, man. How you doing?
I'm good. Shout out to the channel, to the panel, to the chat. I got smoke for this police. I got smoke for this black police shit.
Saying that
light it up.
Hey, Smoke. Let me guess. You got smoke with us saying we rather live with an all-white police department, huh?
Yeah, basically everything you niggas is in support of y'all talking about. Yeah, I'm adverse to all that. I don't think. Yeah, I'm adverse to all that. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think you'll have. I don't think you'll be safer with a white police. Matter of fact, I don't even think it's such thing as a black police department. Especially if we can't find where no niggas is legislating any of the policies.
Hold up, wait. Let me push back let me go back with smoke for 1 minute, right? Because look, policy shouldn't make a black police officer want to treat his black brother with some little bit of respect and dignity. You know what I'm saying? That shouldn't be no law policy thing. That ought to be just a code amongst black people. Because with the white police, they would do it. I'm pretty sure they would get they folks a little outs and shit. Now, you will find footage of them beating the hell out of white boys, too. Let me quit playing now. But I'm just saying, like, you feel me? You would think that, okay, I'm even more safer if the black officer pull me over, but that ain't the case, dude. Gotta look at them, if not even worse, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm gonna let you go ahead and make your pushback. I think that that shouldn't be a policy thing, though. They ought to want to treat another black man with respect wearing that badge. That's what we say why we want black men to join these positions.
Well, I'm saying there's indications of superiority when it comes to these positions, right? Authority and being irresponsible with authority, and I'm saying that applies to anybody who puts on that badge, right? Anybody who joins that crosses that blue line. I'm saying it goes both ways, and I'm also suggesting that anytime anybody has the audacity to stand up, for their rights, even though it disregards the authority that these niggas be to assume, and I'm saying black or white, that's when it becomes problematic. I ain't saying black police treat niggas differently just because niggas is niggas. I'm saying they'll treat anybody differently if that authority is challenged.
Yes, what? Let me ask you a question, Smoke Signal. What city you live in?
I'm in Memphis.
So guess what you know, and guess what everybody else know from all black police departments, like the one where I'm from in Birmingham. Just like it tend to be black on black crime the most in areas where a lot of black people are concentrated, because it ain't no other races. If it's just a bunch of black folks, of course it's gonna be black on black crime. We always make that argument, right? That's just like in the UK, you got white police officers harassing UK dudes that's po and shit, the down, like the cast outs of their society, but they all white on white brutality and shit. My thing is like, what I'm saying about the black community, we act like white police departments are the only ones doing fucked up, satanic, demonic shit to our people. And I'm saying that got to change, because in all of these cities where we got predominantly blacks on the department, it's no better treatment, like you said. Let's just go with what you said, that the treatment ain't better when you under all black police department. Then that's a damn shame. Because we say all the time, man, we need more black men in the force so we don't get brutalized by the police. We need more black police chiefs. We need more shit. Then you go to Detroit, Atlanta, Memphis, and all these places, Baltimore, and the goddamn black police is dropping knees and Macho Man Randy Savage on your ass too, nigga. And the fact that the New Orleans Police Department had to get investigated by the white Federal Bureau of Investigation to help save them from, because they was the biggest, strongest gang in New Orleans during the 90s, the NOPD. They was getting entire families and children wiped out. The feds had to go in. It took them like 5 years to dismantle that whole ring of corruption. They had to rebuild a whole NOPD after the 90s. Operation Blue Shield, go look it up. That's what happened when we start. What does that say to America, that when you allow black folks to police themselves, look at what they do? So they can't complain when the white man do it or when the other one. That's what America gonna take that as, not me. They gonna say, see, look what happened when you let niggas police themselves.
Well, I think that's because they was trained by white men.
None of that can make an excuse for it, bro. We got to be on code. If a white man can train your ass to make you do that, then we still in slavery days with the white man handing you the damn whip.
Right.
I think
exactly, because a lot of black men
no different than when you get the reward system.
Used to authority position. So a lot of black men are used to authority position. So I think a lot of black men, when they get in that position, it just like on the plantation, I got like Q said in the one song, black police showing out for the white cop. I think a lot of times this is what transpires.
So what you call it then?
Real quick though.
Call it then when the rappers do it. When the rappers tell you to shoot each other.
Real quick though, man. I just came because I got so much. I can't. Hey, I can't because I had so much smoke for this one article though. But I got to roll, man. I got to take to the plantation, man. Y'all still building. I'll come back and join.
For sure.
Stay your ass. Stay your ass out 240. Stay your ass out 240. That's what you
do. Yeah, so like I was saying, it's a reward system that goes beyond police officers. Niggas like Young Thug and T.I. is told to tell you to run around with guns because it's a reward system for that. The same thing with black politicians, black police officers. In Baltimore, you got black governors, mayors, superintendents of schools, police officers, everything, the whole motherfucking thing. And it's one of the shittiest cities in the whole country. So you gotta look at the reward system. Why are we told to basically destroy our own because the reward is dangled in front of us to do it?
Well, I live in a city where all the cops is black. The neighboring city, all the cops is black. It's isn't really no police harassment. What it is that I think it comes to a time where a lot of niggas in the street, they don't respect black police officers, so they think they can talk to them a certain way where they won't. You'll never see them talk to white cops like that. So I think a lot of niggas, they take advantage of black cops and talk to them all crazy, and then niggas had to give them an ass whooping. Like, hold up, nigga.
You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. I think niggas that talk shit to the police, they just talk shit to the police, period. Because I'm gonna tell you how it is from my perspective, right or wrong. Some niggas is like, no, man, don't talk back to the police and shit. Fuck that, man. You gonna be either way. It's gonna be, look, Man, please don't talk back to these folks, bro. We'll handle that in court. Let's just get through this shit. Let's not. If some niggas even got a homeboy talking shit to the police, they'll tell him like, bro, chill. Now check this out. I'm gonna tell you, I don't think that shit black or white. I think the niggas that talk shit to police just really don't fuck with the blue, the badge, the police, period. Even if it's a black dude or a white dude, they talking shit. And to me, that's basically rather how hateful toward the police you is, more so as a skin tone thing.
They also know their rights, and they know their rights, and they know the law. So I got some homeboys like that.
Yeah, I don't think them niggas. Yeah, it's some niggas that. Yeah, I know what Madon talking about. It's some niggas that's mouthed with the police. Puss ass nigga. What your puss ass pull me over for?
Yeah, for no reason. Sometimes I just be for no reason, because I done been with niggas, you know, all right. I'm like, yo, I'm not going to jail with you tonight. Y'all niggas
Because they basically,
you know
some of them know their rights. They know.
Nah, man.
Some of them
Sometimes you're
know
right.
the
Calling
law.
the
See,
police
that's
all
the
these
problem
disrespectful
with our
names, man.
people.
That's not your
We
right.
rather know religion rather than know law. We need to learn law.
You really
But
got.
OG, when has knowing the law mattered?
Listen. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You do got the right.
Go home.
You got the right to cuss the police out, and they aren't supposed to take that out on you because they're professional and they supposed to respect your freedom of speech. But we live in the real world, y'all. We know your damn rights don't mean shit. You go to mouthing off with the police, they gonna find a reason to make it real hard for you. And they got loopholes that they can use to do it.
That's why I was asking OG, like, when has knowing the law ever mattered? Knowing the law never meant nothing.
No, and it's not that it don't matter, but sometimes as a nigga, because I've been I'm finna be 30 this year. So even as a young nigga, you know how many times I done been in situations getting pulled over, and you got them niggas in the car with you that want to mouth all off, don't want to speak up when a motherfucker asking them a question. My thing is, nigga, I'm trying to go home. Tell this nigga whatever the fuck he want to hear so we can get the fuck on. I ain't doing this shit today, nigga. I'm trying to go get high.
You feel me? Hey, that's what I'm saying. You know, I had homies like that, man. I want to get all riled. I'm like, yo,
but that's the thing, though.
And hold on, and this the thing. Hold on, and it's the thing. It's not that I don't, respect the law and know all of that shit, but I know some of these motherfuckers don't give a fuck about none of that. They'll body slam your ass before respecting your rights. So
you guys ain't.
But guess what though? But hold on. Can I say this?
It's time to the fuck up and go home, or when it's time to be like, yeah, I know my rights.
You guys ain't watching the First Amendment audit?
But no, let me say this though. This is what we need to say though. Whether if they do that or not, that'll be them operating against the law. Because Sanchez made the point. They still gotta operate with professionalism, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I've been in hospitals.
You can sue them.
Hold on. I've been in hospital. Hold on, wait a minute. I've been in hospitals to where a patient has been unruly and have been talking shit. That don't mean the doctor got the right to just put some bogus needle in him and say, well, fuck it, we finna cut this nigga open bogus and do his surgery any type of way since he want to talk shit. Nah, you still got to be that's what you paid for, to be the professional.
Right.
If you're a teacher, you can't like hold on. If you're a teacher and a student acting crazy in the class, you can't, like, we seeing teachers now hauling off and stealing on motherfucking kids. Do you want that to be your kids, or do you want to have the motherfucking teacher that's acting in some type of professionalism? So I'm saying, whether right or wrong, we still gotta like go back to that old adage, nigga. This the job you chose. You know what came with this. Like, you can't expect motherfuckers like, okay, you having a bad day, but it's a serious job. So it's like your bad day is affecting too many other people for you to be bringing that shit to work. You need to be need to be.
Well, let's be real, Bobby. Most time when niggas getting routed with the police is because niggas know they in the wrong.
Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you, bro. This is what we don't realize, right? The job of a peace officer, it should be one of the most trained for jobs in America. A police goes to the academy for about 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, depends on. And so my thing is, like, they go to academy for less than a year, and then they get out a professional law enforcement officer, ain't no part in the academy do they actually learn the law. This is what y'all don't realize. They learn how to police and they learn the policy. This is a police officer. Now check what's crazy, y'all. Most police officers are basically on a honesty type situation where they just take it where you will learn the law on your own time. It's not mandatory. And this is why most police don't know the law. Ain't that backwards? Now watch this, y'all. Because to make every law enforcement officer have to actually go and learn the Constitution, learn all that, guess what? We'll have a shortage of officers on the streets. So they basically giving them the bare minimum train. And guess what, y'all? Let me explain something to you too. Let me explain this part to you too. When you dealing with guns, weapons, mace, and shit that can really fuck people up, there should be large psychological screenings in your training. You should have therapists at some point in police. That should be a whole psychological side of police training that take at least 6 months by itself.
Facts.
Yeah, but you got to understand that the more people who know the law, the more quote unquote moral police officers there will be on the street, which is not what they're looking for. Like once you, there's a freedom that comes with being ignorant. So that's how most of them can operate the way we don't give a fuck what the law is or whatnot. We putting you in these cuffs, put you in the back seat, take you to the station. The rest will sort out itself. It's not our job to know the law. Like
So
you
aren't
said,
you-
that would disrupt the whole fucking system.
You guys aren't watching the First Amendment audits then? Because the First Amendment audits are educating the people, and they're putting the people, the cops in check. But nobody knows about it. Like it sucks that the YouTube is got control of it, because I believe it's being kept quiet through YouTube while people think it's blowing up. But it is blowing up. It's just it should be blowing up more, because that's how you can educate everybody and the cops, because they're being trained like military to treat us like we're the enemy rather than according to the Constitution, which guarantees us to be treated fairly and justly, you know.
Hey,
they're not being taught.
Hey, shout out to Truth Conspiracies, Alkaline City in the house. Y'all got it.
Yeah, but you can look at these 5 cops and tell their mama didn't raise them like that, man. You can look at these guys' spirit and say that these guys turned crooked when they got grown. I can look at every one of these 5 and say
you can't
they
look
mama
at
didn't raise
it.
them
You
like
can't
that.
look at it.
No,
you just can't look. I want that gift, because I ain't gonna lie. If any one of these dudes pull me over, some in me is like, okay, I'm probably cool. I'm probably all right. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, looking at these brothers, I don't see that damn they about to kill me in none of these niggas' face. And that's probably our problem too, man. And that's what I'm saying, yeah, because it's black, you know, them our people and shit like that. Nah, these niggas going under that blue code, and guess what's the sad part? They gonna get off, just like the white officers, because this thing a fraternity. Y'all finna see, I know what I'm talking about. Watch. They gonna get a smack on the wrist, watch.
Police is 33 in numerology, just like triple K. Both of them 33 in numerology, so Sanchez is right. But go ahead.
What you think they gonna get off?
I don't think they gonna get off. I think they're gonna be
that numerology is a new religion, brother.
So what y'all saying is that's when the black factor gonna kick in on their ass.
There you go. There you go, Sanchez. You already knew where I was going.
Yeah, that numerology is a new religion, man. You won't smoke with it.
They said, I hope you don't think y'all finna get desk duty with a gun.
They ain't gonna get them the white officer treatment, man. That's fucked up.
Black overseers treated the same white overseers.
Not that vacation.
Black overseers still stay in their motherfucking place, or they get the same punishment as the niggas that's slaves.
Yep. See, this when they get to finally make an example out of police officers.
Yeah, when it's 5 Negroes,
There
right?
You go, Hey, just like you got the old block 5. I guess we got the BMO 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
I'm
five
crying.
crash dummies.
I'm
5 crash
crying.
dummies.
Y'all niggas got me rolling.
Real shit. Hey,
Man.
hey, and Smoke was talking earlier about the black police force. I wanted to say, like in Jamaica, bro. Like my homeboy from Jamaica, like for one, they ain't got nothing but pretty much black police officers. And then make it so bad, they'll have one police officer. Like it'll be so bad, they have one police officer that got hundreds of bodies. Huh? They call this nigga Terminator. Like they know when he come through, you better lay down.
I'm rolling. Wait, you mean to tell me the hood nigga? The precinct know, and they not gonna do shit about it. They just gonna let this nigga run around terminating motherfuckers.
No. One thing about them, the police know they can't turn their back on these niggas. These niggas will blow their head off. That's just it is what it is. But at the same time, these police officers putting way more niggas down than they putting officers down. Way more. Hundreds. One man might put down 300 niggas, man.
Wow.
Yep. And that's what y'all want. We want all black. We can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Until they get their mind right.
That's because we was raised to fear authority. You know, until we change that dynamic, we're gonna keep having problems.
Nah. Put it like this. They always say we don't respect authority. So obviously we don't have fear.
No, we respect authority. It's just you got to be authorized. Like the authority in my life is my mama and daddy. Like ain't nobody else authorized. So when we saying we don't respect authority, that's a lie. We respect authority. It's just niggas who come that ain't authorized.
And then too, a lot of places where people is getting back at the police, it's not a lot of places like that. Like where I'm from, it's more police getting killed than it is police killing people. But everywhere not happening like that. So we have to look at small places where they are standing to authority. And I'm not in no way speaking that, you know, that's what we should do. I just want to speak in on them statistics that we was just bringing.
That's them open carry states, though. When you got open carry, that changed the whole dynamic. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yep, that's right.
Do that really change the dynamic? I mean, it changed the dynamic on like a micro level at that specific, but in the bigger picture, they not really gonna be able to avoid persecution of the law.
Well,
You know,
the cameras have allowed us to not respect it.
Illinois, G, I don't know if y'all know, but they was just trying to do this like a ban on assault rifles and shit. And you got different police areas and different individual neighborhoods saying, nigga, we not folding for that shit. Like different motherfuckers, like I'm talking about police, like, yeah, we not giving up the assault rifle shit. Like y'all could do that shit, but we not. Like motherfuckers on that.
Yeah.
To me, gun laws never mattered anyway because criminals gonna get guns regardless.
And this my thing, the shit not gonna stop. It's like I was listening to like one of the mayors and one of the niggas in Chicago talking about, yeah, well, we need to do more guns and more criminals off the street, officers on the street. I'm like, nigga, that's not gonna help. Because I'm like, if y'all took all the guns away, niggas would just go back to beating the fuck out you. Niggas just find your ass in the group, beat the fuck out you. It's not like guns ain't the reason it's violence, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Like guns don't kill people.
Yeah, that is crazy though.
It's anger management.
You know, that's like saying if niggas is stabbing each other with forks, we gotta get forks off the street, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Back in the sword days, you know, niggas was killing with swords, goddamn.
Hey, nah, we gotta do a skit. We gotta do a skit on that one. This nigga said we gotta get forks off the street, for the
Yeah, he just stabbed them with a fork.
Hey, put it like this.
Yeah, but guess what though? Guns ain't the problem, man.
Bro, bro, let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you why guns ain't the problem real quick.
Bro.
It's more guns in the world than killers. And the only people who we see making guns a problem are people that's willing to pull that trigger.
Yep.
Thank you.
Hey, Sanchez.
And if you really wanted gun control, hold on. If they really wanted gun control, you wouldn't be trying to regulate guns. You would be trying to regulate bullets.
Hey, that's
a tip. Like if one bullet costs $5, niggas wouldn't be out here willy nilly. No, I'm just being real. If it took you $100 to load up a 30 clip, nigga, you would be out here on some like, hey, nigga, if I really want to blow you down, it's gonna be worth it. Everybody count. Like,
Hey,
ain't no,
everybody,
ain't
hey,
just
finna
gonna
say
be
like
no
you said,
random
G.
killing.
Let that bullet cost $5,000, nigga. You will have to get your shit together.
It's just like gasoline.
Hold on.
Nigga,
It gotta be 5,000. It could be a gasoline price, like D Calico just said.
Ain't no joyriding.
Yeah, niggas just gonna start pistol you with the pistol at that point. The bullet's too high.
I'll take a pistol whipping though. Damn, y'all hit me with this
Willie,
motherfucker.
hey, Sanchez. Hey, Sanchez, I wanted to see. I'm finna say we're gonna have to ban popsicle sticks, right? Because goddamn, in the chain gang, motherfucker get a popsicle stick, wrap that bitch in fiberglass, and slice the hell out you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, so we gonna have to outlaw popsicle sticks, man.
Real.
Because they use all kind of shit in prison. So just think about that. If a nigga strangle you with a shoestring or something, well, we can't make shoes with shoestrings no more, guys. See what I'm saying? This the ridiculousness of saying get rid of the weapon versus the mindset of the killer.
Facts.
Yep.
If bullet was $5, look at I'm looking at Memphis now. If bullet was $5, them damn Memphians will rob motherfuckers just get them $5 bullets. That's just my
That's all it'll be. Yep.
But rob for what? What you gonna rob me with? You like I know you ain't got no bullets, nigga. What you finna do? Strong arm?
They got knives.
Niggas, I'm gonna show you. If bullets go that high, I'm gonna show you what niggas gonna start using in. If bullets go that high, here go what niggas gonna be pulling up with.
Slingshot.
Musket.
Yep.
Right.
Back to the basics. Back to the basics.
Back to this. Right.
Hey, no.
But listen,
real
though,
talk. Real talk.
I'm not worried about none of these. I'm not worried about no skinny arm nigga trying to pull no bow and arrow, nigga. I'll catch that arrow out the sky.
Blow darts.
These niggas built. Right.
Hey, I remember they had this Chicago video.
That arrow went through your shoulder blade.
A dude walking through Chicago, and like the dude interviewing him with the camera, and he had, you know what I'm saying, he was asking like, you know what I'm saying, how you walk through these rough neighborhoods like this? You know what I'm saying? He said, man, the police be everywhere. You can't have no gun. Like the dude had a little hoodie, and he reached in his pocket, had a big ass rock in his hand. He was like, man, I'm gonna fuck me a nigga up if a nigga jump out on me, pull a gun out, I'm gonna hit him with this rock.
I do want me. Hey, I'm telling you why y'all tripping about this bow and arrow and slingshot D Calico.
Crossbow.
Yeah, crossbow, you're right. All of they got new versions of these shits in 2023 that make me want to get one now.
Yep. Yep, like that one at the bottom.
Okay, they got an automatic.
That's one of the best.
Orange right there.
Definitely
Got
the
the
archery.
auto crossbow.
The one in orange.
Yeah.
That one in orange right there. That's like self-propulsion.
Yeah, which one here down here?
And the orange with the orange up there.
You talking about
All
the
of
Nerf
those
gun one?
Listen,
Oh,
but you
yeah.
down there gotta be on some Splinter Cell shit to kill a nigga with one of these. You not finna sneak up. Like, you not finna jump out with the bow and arrow, boy. If niggas got 100 clips out here, boy. You like how many?
Yeah, you right. You right. That look.
Before you
This
get
real
on
this
one
here.
bow and arrow.
Guess what?
need a harpoon.
Guess what? This bow and arrow.
You killing niggas with bow and arrow in the hood. I ain't gonna lie. Like say
this bow and arrow basically.
It's over with.
This right here will be used for hunting for real though. If you into hunting and shit.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
or
we
you can set a
all have
nigga
to
house
be
on
on the
fire.
equal plane.
You can set a nigga house on fire. You put, whatever
or,
you put on the end of the arrow.
Man, you believe that shit if you want to.
Imagine if niggas started going back to blow darts. Like, you know how
Unless
motherfuckers
we
in the
all
jungle
got-
be doing the blow darts with the poison frog shit?
Like, you can believe that shit if you want to. Listen, that's why them niggas over there seeking aid now from the UN, because niggas is coming over there in tactical gear and M16s blowing blow darts out the fucking sky. Like, y'all go put some respect on the AR-15, man. I don't like.
I'm crying.
Gotta respect it, bro.
Semi-automatic bow.
Oh yeah, you definitely want to load up. We
nigga.
definitely in the gun age, but I do like. I ain't gonna lie. This
It
right here,
is what it is.
this kind of shit right here, just the Alabama boy in me right here. Where I like this kind of shit. I remember when we was coming up, we used to make our own bow and arrows and slingshots and shit.
Yeah,
That's right.
But
Yeah.
think about this,
Right.
though.
I used to use the
hold
palm
on, wait a
tree.
minute. They
I used
said
to get the palm
it
tree.
was an age called the Bronze Age, where niggas started making swords. You don't want to be the nigga in the Bronze Age still making clubs out of wood, my nigga, and niggas is out here making
Oh
katanas.
no! This is see what bow and arrow. What this shit has been reduced to today is just hunting. This is a good way. If you just say you hunt, right? This would be a good way for you to save bullets. You can just use your bow and arrow and get your fucking.
No, that's a
arrows.
And the meat,
that's what I'm
and your
saying.
meat,
It's a
and your
solid
meat will be
kill.
cleaner. Whatever you clean, whatever you shoot, you don't have to worry about the bullet fragments.
Right. And guess what? It's just a hobby. Like you can really use a you don't gotta fish with a fishing rod today. They got all kind of high-tech shit where you can use net systems. But I like to use a fishing rod just because it's more funner to feel it on a hook and all that shit. But that's
me too.
again,
I ain't gonna lie.
you know what I'm saying?
Man,
It's just
listen,
the
but
country
Sanchez,
boy in me.
That shit take me back.
But I'm
It's
saying, if you really
nostalgia,
want to
bro.
be cold, Sanchez, you got to sharpen that stick up and stand by the riverbank and
Nah,
throw
I
that bitch
ain't
at the
fucking
fish.
with that.
Like,
I ain't gonna spearfish. That's aggravating. Now that right there is cheaty as shit. I respect niggas that could do that, but that'll piss me off trying to learn that.
What?
These niggas out here that say fuck the bank, fuck the pole.
Underwater bow and
Hey,
arrow
that's some primal shit right there. That's some shit. You
Nah,
on some
hey.
castaway shit. That's some
Hold on, what
whales.
you just say? Underwater bow and arrow fishing. Get under there with the get the dive
That water so dirty.
Catch him sleeping.
Just shoot it
Catch him
right.
sleeping. Pull it right up on him.
Shoot a sea line on me,
he
boy.
hot.
Spearfishing.
That shit right there look crazy though. I ain't gonna lie. I told you the new bow and arrows look like some alien shit, man.
Gangster.
Yeah.
I can't imagine motherfuckers in Memphis
Yeah,
shoot that shooting your ass with crossbows and shit. I can't
That's
go
the first chopper.
Let me tell you, if that nigga,
right
if
there.
a nigga pierced you through your chest with one of them, you gonna wish you got hit by a bullet.
Over with.
Hey, on the real though, cause hey, that motherfucker gonna be a bitch coming out. That's for damn sure.
You better not pull it out.
But
You
put some frog
poison on the end of that. Put some frog poison on the end of that tip.
You're gonna have to put some poison on the end of that motherfucker, because if you hit me in the chest with that motherfucker, I'm still getting this 30 off this clip.
Nah, you ain't. I'm telling you, you're not.
You might be off your feet.
You're not, dog.
When you
because that's the type of arrow that's gonna pierce through you, Bobby.
I'm gonna tell you something. If one of these can drop a 300, 400 pound deer, you ain't standing a chance. 150, 140.
Yeah, that's real. They don't understand. They don't understand. For real. Because if you shoot, if you shoot that 30, you're gonna have to use damn near half of that.
Yeah.
Nigga could damn near catch a free body using one of them hoes.
And I just thinking of that going through a deer make me want to be a vegan, man. I need to get my life together. I gotta stop.
Yeah.
I gotta get right, man. I salute all vegans. All vegans, we salute you.
Hey.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Hey, I always say if I was a farmer, there's no way I could eat meat, because you know what I'm saying? I can't be eating my friends. Like, these my friends.
You raised them motherfuckers, right?
Yeah.
Your daughter raised it, pet it, named them and shit.
Yeah.
You'll be putting the bar on that motherfucker head and cutting up steaks and shit, nigga.
Yeah, you be
eat that motherfucker, man. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna eat that.
what you gonna
Okay, people got plants as their friends and they still eat them.
No, I don't know about friends. They be their company. They do keep them company.
So what about killing the plant?
Some people be having plant dads. People be plant moms and plant dads. And
I ain't never heard no plant scream, goddammit.
Plants have emotions, brother.
Yeah, brother.
Man,
let me tell you something.
Vegetable state.
Scream, goddammit.
Let me tell you something.
They get droopy.
Plants don't run away from you. Your meat do. And it cries when it done it. When you stick that knife, and see this coming from a country boy that killed a lot of little animals and shit coming up. And when you sticking them and you doing whatever you do to them, or you can hear their cries. You can feel them trying to wither away. You can. This is different than me cutting this cucumber, this tomato, this. You know what I'm saying? It's different, dog.
And plants have nutritional value to them.
Animal clothing.
They have nutritional value.
Hey, I guess that's the thing about kosher meat though, because when you get these Muslims and these Jews, I don't know what they saying to these animals, but the animal is laying down and sacrificing itself. Ain't even crying, bro. It's crazy.
Well, you
It's
believe that
different.
shit if you want to.
They doping
I
them up.
seen it.
They knowing some
That ain't
goddamn.
the way that go. That kosher meat industry is false, man. Them
Yeah.
niggas slaughter that shit just like America. Then the Jewish man come to the back of the
Just
meat
pray-
truck and
just pray
say,
over
bless you. Yeah, just throw a little prayer over the meat that's already cut up and say, all right,
So
it's
they
kosher.
ain't doing the
Say
proper.
a
Roll out.
little prayer for
Man,
you.
hell no. They ain't doing
I
that.
gotta
Hey,
see that
listen.
with my
Hey,
eyes, bro. I
D-Calico.
never see an animal lay
No,
down.
wait.
Yeah, it's
I'm finna
videos
get
on
to you.
YouTube. Go on YouTube.
But D-Calico,
That's what I
I
saw.
had people that actually lived in Dimona, Israel. That's Vegas. You know what I'm saying? They say over there, you know what I'm saying? The priests don't do all of that, drain the blood and all of that. They say, nigga, they meat industry is exactly just like Americans. It's a copycat.
They just doing it wrong. Them
not
people,
saying that they
we
doing
calling
it.
fake Jews, they doing it right. Or the people that we calling Muslim, the fake Arab, they doing it right, bro. They draining that bit.
I'm trying to tell you, that's what they showing you on camera. I'm telling you, what they feeding you in the store ain't what they doing.
I ain't saying what they giving us. I'm talking about what they got for themselves.
Guess what, y'all? Don't y'all know when man first started eating meat, he didn't know how to cook it properly, so plagues came with it.
Mm-hmm.
I can believe that because I don't believe humans should be eating meat in the first place. We conscious enough to find other ways to get food.
Well, I'm saying
we hooked on it now. And
now,
we gotta
it depends if
off.
y'all want to live in the north. If y'all want to live in the north, y'all got to eat meat. Y'all got to come on back down south.
It happened with plants as well.
Bring
Man,
they got
bring
iron
y'all
rich
no
back
idea
south.
where it died.
They got iron rich
Somebody had to
food.
sacrifice.
They got what?
Iron rich
Somebody had to be
plants too.
sacrificed.
You don't
Even with
necessarily have to eat
Before
meat.
we
They got
knew what
iron
plant,
rich plants too.
and
Y'all
until
ain't
we
got
figured out
nothing
which
up
plant
north.
was
Y'all ain't
good
got
or not,
nothing. Right now, y'all
somebody had to
starving.
take the sacrifice.
Right now, y'all will be starving up north. You have to eat meat. That's what the Nordic people had to do.
You know what? I
No,
think
that's false, bro.
I think
That's
they
false.
turned up. They messed up these lands. They probably had more plants, and these places was probably more tropical.
Definitely did. And but listen though, I need y'all to understand when y'all saying, like, again, I'm from Chicago. Chicago is the major city in Illinois. Once you leave Chicago, it ain't nothing but grassland, farmland, corn, wheat, grain.
That's why
Like
we the
anybody
prairie
that's
state.
from Illinois, we the prairie
I
state.
swear
Like
to
ain't
God,
nothing
he
but
ain't lying.
ain't nothing but farms and horses
Yeah.
and cows
Hey,
around
look.
this bitch. Like
Hey,
that.
And look.
I grew up
And
with
should've
look.
made you
Watch.
rethink life.
Hey, look. And
That should have made you rethink life.
Iowa, Nebraska, corn, all that shit.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
Like
root
this,
vegetables
this
they
the
can grow all
Sanchez,
the time.
but it's wintertime. They ain't got nothing. Like right now, my
But bro,
homeboy.
listen.
Well, yeah, they
You can
have
grow
that.
root
greenhouses,
vegetables in the
bro.
winter.
But hold on, let me show
Right.
you. Guess what? These people created something called harvest time, where they would have an over surplus when the harvest is right, to where they can stock up and shit for the winter. Where they can and that's how they was living.
That's why corn and maize was the and rice and grain, like this shit was a top crop
Now-
because you can grow that shit abundant and have enough whole year.
Now, guess what? What grows in the wintertime in the South is pecans, walnuts, a lot of things like that. And guess what? If you notice
Strawberry.
during holiday season, they'll give you all these little fruit baskets with the walnuts and all this stuff, pecans. All of that shit be growing in the wintertime. So, like they'll come with the goddamn different kind of pies and shit. Like every season we'll eat certain shit, like turkey come around because that's when
the South.
Yeah.
But I'm saying they can't do that. Like my homeboy got a community garden, and right now 75% of his crop grow throughout what y'all call winter. You know what I mean? He still pretty much got everything that he grows is still growing right now.
All year round.
All year round.
And see,
I
when
mean, all
you
you
got
gotta do
that
is
good
get
soil,
yourself a greenhouse.
when you
Yeah,
got
that
that,
sound
I'm just finna say we got greenhouses like a motherfucker around here too, bro.
man,
So
we got that
I
good.
feel that.
Listen, it's places in the South where the soil ain't like where's nowhere else, and so the thing is like, that baseball mud that they make for the baseball players, that come from the South, man. What they rub on the baseballs and shit, and you can't find that nowhere else.
They eat that.
Yeah, that
They
soil,
eat that
that
dirt
red
down
dirt
there.
is rich in iron. You know what I'm saying? Rich in iron and a couple other things.
So you know what if everybody had this kind of dirt, but they messed the soil up with the gold rush and shit on the west and shit, and start fucking the
And the
soil up.
Factories, all of
Man,
that
it's like taking the teeth out the mouth. You know what I mean? Like
Well,
when they be taking.
We did too much industrial revolution.
Yeah. You see, they couldn't fuck the South up because it's still the most populated area today.
You got to remember that stuff was still used primarily for agriculture when the North
Indiana,
started.
nigga, ain't nothing but crops growing around this bitch. I'm telling you, go drive for miles and miles and miles and see
You right,
nothing
though.
but farms
100%.
and shit growing. That's what I'm trying to
it's
tell.
like outside
Like
the
through
city.
all these states. Once you leave Chicago, ain't nothing but farms until you hit St. Louis.
That's what
bro.
I'm saying.
I swear
And
to
then
God.
when you leave Chicago, that started making you realize what Illinois was to real Native Americans and shit.
Yeah, you're right. And look,
it's the country. It's the country.
You right. But that's why I said
we got removed like a motherfucker from over here.
That's
the
that's
Blackhawks
why
was the last ones.
They
But go ahead.
look at how many plants and all that's gone extinct. So when you talking about areas up north where it's just corn, grains, and shit like that, in a natural state, it was probably all kind of shit growing in these areas. Like it's shit that grow up north that don't grow down south. Like we don't grow potatoes in the south like that. We grow sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
But the white potatoes come from like Idaho and all that up north and shit, and it's russets and all, just like.
And it ain't got nothing. It ain't got nothing on the sweet potato as
No,
far as
I'm gonna tell you this, Sanchez. The only thing that we can grow in the Midwest that can get grown down south is oranges. No, oranges
fruit
and peaches. We grow peaches down there.
I'm trying to tell you. No, peaches grow around this month. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You know what? I bet you y'all don't get. I bet you.
Man,
I bet you.
they don't know what a mango is.
I bet you they don't get them. I bet you y'all don't got apricot trees. And
apricot trees, bro. I'm trying to tell you, all of
trees.
that
I'm just
shit is
fucking
here,
with
bro.
you. I'm just
yes,
fucking with you,
bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, but listen, what I'm saying is the advantage y'all have is it's year round. Here, it ain't year round. It's like you say, we got harvest.
They got
time,
seasonal vegetables.
Man, look. In the South, let me tell you something.
Seasonal. We talking about yearly.
In the South, they got big ass yellowish green plums that grow on a tree and get this big. And you can put salt on them bitches. I know it sound crazy.
Man, you got mangoes
and shit like that.
Yeah, tart plums and sweet plums. Yeah,
man,
you're right.
Man, they got a mango fest down in Fort Lauderdale. You get mangoes big
But
as your head.
but listen. Saying Fort Lauderdale and Florida, no disrespect, but that's tropical compared to what the South is. Like the shit that grow in Florida don't even grow nowhere else in the South. Florida is tropical. You see what I'm saying? Like Florida, mangoes don't grow in fucking Georgia.
Now I'm saying the whole Gulf of Mexico. The whole Gulf of Mexico, we ain't fucking off.
But I'm saying that shit don't grow there like that unless you bring it there. We can grow mangoes here, but we gotta bring it here.
Bro, Alabama is like Florida. All of these places are really like, all of that used to be Florida. Like South Carolina, anything you got going up these coasts where there's a lot of water, it's lush and rivers and all that. It's just like Florida. It's just like Florida.
It's the same, but that's what I'm saying. The Midwest is the same way. The Mississippi River and the Great Lakes system, bro, that's all our water sources. It's called the wetlands here. The same way
that's
y'all
where
got
you're good at.
That's
where y'all rich
swamps and shit like that. We got
that's
the
where y'all rich.
Here, so, but I'm saying that's throughout the whole Midwest, though. It ain't just
up
and through there.
I got a quick question, bro. Whenever I can get in real quick.
Oh yeah, it's the round table. You good? Salutes.
Okay. So I just want to know what y'all think about, like, yes, y'all talking about the agriculture and shit like that. What y'all think about, like, all these, like, deserts and shit that we got out here in our country, like Arizona.
They won now at first. I'm telling you, I don't.
Yeah, that's why I was getting to. That's why I was getting to. That's why I was getting.
Look. I'm gonna show you the giveaway. When somebody say, "How do you get a salt lake in Utah?" Ocean water from the Pacific in Utah. How we get? See, we can start debunking this whole.
And watch this. I'm gonna tell you how you answer that.
Hey, what's going
watch
on,
this.
Fam? Let me get
But
in, bro.
what
Hey,
would be the reason?
a lot of
I ain't saying
I just told you
you wrong.
the dam system.
Lots of
Look
dams.
how many dams are in the U.S.
Over
and they
30,000.
out west.
Over 30,000 dams in North America alone.
They dammed up all the water. Like it's just
That's
like
right.
putting
Damnation.
shit under pressure. Yeah, damnation. Right. It like they dammed up all the water and all that shit that you see out there that's desert ain't nothing but lake beds and river beds that then dried up from them.
Yeah, they said,
hey, cause it'd be crazy, bro. Like if you ever been to like Vegas or like if you been to like certain parts of like California.
Bro, I'm in Vegas and I want to get the fuck from over here for the dams break. It's a ticking time bomb.
No, but like, bro, that shit be crazy, bro. It just like you know that shit not natural, fam. Like that shit.
And you on point.
Cause I'm telling you, I can see motherfuckers inside of that Raiders dome like how people was with Katrina. I'm telling you, man.
Hey, cause watch this. Like we know California used to be an island. Literally, before all this damming, before all these dams, before the Great Hoover Dam and all of that, where they cut these water systems off that filled up or ran through the Grand Canyon and such. Like that would basically have been a cutoff point, making California look like an island.
Hey, but check it out. I got a question. For you, my bad.
So if they let that water go, everybody living over there is done.
Hey, bro, who was just talking? Are you in Florida right now, bro? Or have you been there? Okay, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Look, look, I went to Miami, bro, for my birthday last year or like 2 years ago, something like that. And when I went out there, fam, that shit is so crazy. Like how you say Cali, because I'm from Cali, but like in Florida, that shit really do look like an island. Like I don't know if y'all ever been there, but like everywhere you go, my nigga,
I've been there.
like it
look like
over the ocean
it's
and
bright. The color's bright. Everything bright.
Hey, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about what's so dreamy about Florida? It's places of Florida where you look to the left and see beach and look to the right and that's a beach too. You sandwich in between that shit. That's crazy.
Like, bro, when I drove through that shit, bro, that shit like something like unexplainable, bro. Like I'm talking about driving through there, it's like it's like an island, like everything is like on I can't even really explain it, bro.
Archipelago, like an archipelago.
It clears your skin up. Like the air out there is different. The water, like everything out there.
The sun hit different.
Hey man,
it made me think like, why did they use the Florida water for mojo work and root work?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, man. Hey, salutes to Bishop George Macon, man, on the call, and to Urban Nerds, man. For real, salutes to that brother. Let me go and drop the bomb to
What's up,
big
y'all?
bro, man.
I got a question too. I got a question based off what you guys talking about too. We drove from Philly one time all the way up to Sandusky, Ohio, to go to that Cedar Point Park years ago, and they always talk about the population control and all that kind of stuff. Man, when you drive outside of Philadelphia, the other big city is Pittsburgh, right? But when you drive from Philadelphia to Pittsburgh, it's 5 hours, and then from Pittsburgh to like Ohio is like another 2.5 or 3 hours. It ain't nothing but farmland. Like you don't even see no people. You see cows.
Yeah.
Like literally cows everywhere. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, you do got all them farmlands up north and shit.
Yeah, I was asking my brother, I was like, how the fuck like they talk about population control when most of the people really live in cities? Like these towns outside of the big cities, like it'd be like population 4,000 people, population. Like, you might have a couple little cities here, like in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's big facts, George, because like you said, once you leave Philadelphia, it's basically wide open farmland. You got it, brother. You on point.
And you know what? And a lot of people, when you ride through those parts of America where those big farmlands at, and all of a sudden you see these big ass alien looking windmills, a lot of folks be scared of them windmills and shit. I know that's off the topic, but yeah.
Let me ask y'all a question. Do you think that the because anybody can pose this as a reason, because even if you go to California, you drive from like Oakland down to LA, it's nothing but desert land and cactuses and shit. So I guess the question we'll have to ask is, are they telling us that this land is inhabitable? Like as you can't inhabit the land?
It's unirrigated. It hasn't been irrigated.
It's unirrigated. There you go. It ain't moisturized. They dammed it up.
It's rough. It's still rough. It's called terrible because terror means land. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So it's really rough land.
Calico was saying earlier, if they let them dams go, it's gonna create the island system back out west like how it used to be. You see what I'm saying? Like once you got past like the unexplored west on the old map, manifest
Past
destiny,
Mississippi.
That's right. That's why they keep saying California is gonna be an island, because it already is an island. Once they, you know what I'm saying, dammed it up, that's what dried everything out. But once you fill it up, that's your ocean water, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So what about all this farmland though? Like if you in PA, because what I noticed was like if you go down to Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, those states, the states just land wise are huge, but it's nobody lives there. It's like 4 million people.
Now guess what? Hey, let me tell you something. Like when I was coming up in Bama, where my grandmother stayed, is miles and miles of woods just in the back that you can explore. And guess what? It's historical stuff that was in those woods. It was a old coal mine back there from the 1800s. I remember walking in. This was stuff that I know now if I was to go back in those places just to find some tools and shit on the ground that may be rusty as hell, that may be worth some. But it's dangerous as hell. Yeah, shit like that. Like it's
check this out,
Hey, let me say something, bro. Let me say something right quick. Hey, I'm calling from Mississippi Prison, man. It's Marcel, man. I love you guys, man. Flat
hey,
motherfucking
man,
power, man.
Marcel, much love, my brother. Much love to Marcel, man.
Hey, look, I know y'all
free Marcel, my
Free
nigga.
bro, free bro.
I'm on the inside. Yeah, man, I'm on the inside fighting, bro.
Shout out my brother Marcel.
I'm sorry to hear that,
brother.
man.
Hey, man, you know, bro, I'm right here with you, man, every night, bro. I'm locking in, man. I'm my time limited and shit, you know. Like I said, I'm in prison right now. But, man, look here, bro. I love you, brothers, man. Keep the fight up, man. Feel good to know y'all still fighting the power, boy.
Hey, how much time
man, we love you too, bro, man. Bro, it's good to see you keeping your head up in there, man. Keep in touch with us, bro.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Till you touch
For
down,
sure,
bro.
Yeah, man. I ain't got long, man. I ain't got long, bro.
Yeah, man.
I just wanted to say, man, my time limited. I'm still gonna lock in on y'all, but I just want to say thank you so much, bro Sanchez. The flat knowledge changed me forever. I'll forever be flat power, bro.
Flat motherfucking power. Much love to you, my
Flat
brother.
motherfucking power.
Yeah, bro. Love y'all, bro. I'm gonna get back at
too,
y'all.
bro.
Flat power to you, bro.
Blessings, bro.
Yes, sir.
I got to go for the powers that be. You know what I'm saying? Run
Yeah,
down.
Yeah, man.
You gotta keep that. You can't lose that.
Love you, bro.
All right, bro.
Yeah, man, go on, put that thing up, man. For the
Hey, Sanchez,
slogan.
let me ask you something real quick. Listen, right? If you got like, if you go down to Alabama, because I got folks down in Georgia and Alabama too, but in Virginia. But if you go down to like Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana, right? Those states are huge. They bigger than the states of land wise. They bigger than the state of Pennsylvania, right? But Louisiana only got 6 million. Mississippi got 4, and like Alabama got like 5. Pennsylvania got 13 million people, right? Now watch this. Pennsylvania, the whole state of Pennsylvania got 13 million people. You could take Pennsylvania and stick it inside Alabama.
Yeah.
But when you ride through the state of Pennsylvania, you don't see nobody until you come to the cities. So just imagine how many people could live in Alabama.
Bro, no, watch this, bro. The whole world,
bro,
the whole entire population of the world can live in Jacksonville, Florida, bro.
And the reason why I'm saying is if a lot of our people made a mass exodus from Chicago, Philly, and back down to the South, man, if we went to Mississippi and Alabama, we good. We don't even need to go nowhere else. They can hold.
Florida, just come back to Florida,
George.
man. Come back to
real
Florida.
quick. Hey, George. That's why I moved from Philly to Georgia, man. I got tired of that big city life, man.
Yeah.
I did 50 years of it. I gave it 50 years. That's why I moved, bro. I got tired of the big city life.
You know, it's designed like that because they want you to think about it's overcrowded. You feel what I'm saying? Now, they tell you that, oh man, the population of the world getting out of control, is too many people. But is it really? Because listen to what you just said, though, bro. It ain't hardly nobody living on that land. So if we was to stretch out and get out of these big ass cities, we'll have plenty of room. There's enough room for everybody to have acres of land, bro.
And guess what they'll do? And they'll cut that dam, and they'll cut that dam and flood out the whole city.
Yep, they damn so will.
Control is misunderstood. That's why it's just another tricknology to keep motherfuckers talking about the wrong shit. they always put a little truth in their agenda. Population control is not just physical growth. It's also your mind. They don't have 100% efficacy population control in that manner. So at least that's my theory, what I think when they talk about population control. They want to be able to control your mind, body, and soul from top to bottom, which to me, that's what all the evidence points to. True population control, like as far as deleting numbers, I don't think they really up to that for real, because who's to stop motherfuckers from dropping bombs on cities? We have no power. So if they wanted to just wipe motherfuckers out, they would just do it. There would be no recompense. There would be nobody to fight back or take no stand. They want to get rid of motherfuckers, they just would. That's just
you got to single out. You got to single out what you want to eliminate. They don't want to just destroy their people. Now if they can get all us in one area, yeah, they'll drop a bomb. Come on, man.
But why would they even try to kill everybody if more than half of the people is going with the agenda? They cool with that. They gonna do it slowly.
If they already got us killed by the way we think, we killing ourselves. So this poses the question. I noticed something that living up here in Philly, whenever I go down south in the summer, especially or even in the winter down Florida, right? I noticed that I'm outside, man, I'm healthier, my breathing is different. Even when I go to, as far as Virginia, when I go outside, when I'm down Florida, I walk outside, I breathe, the air is different. I feel like my energy is more, just everything is different than being and anybody that's from up north that got family down south, when you go down south for like a week or 2 weeks, tell me if I'm lying, you feel different, totally different than when you are up here up north and it's under all this bullshit.
Yeah, but look.
Hey, you ain't lying, bro. Like I said,
you.
I think moving to the south added 20 years on to my life, man. I feel that good.
It is different, totally different.
Look. I feel like it's just something that you're not used to, bro. Cause I'm from Cali, bro, but I stay down south. I'm in Texas right now. Nigga, I've been going to Cali, nigga, my whole life. I'm 24 years old. Every time I go to Cali, I get that same feeling that you talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause down south is like down here is humid. Every time I go back home, it's like it feel like it's just like fresh air. I feel good. You know what I'm saying?
What part of Cali you in?
I'm not in Cali. I say I'm from Cali. I'm in Texas right now. I'm down south.
Oh, look, let me ask you a question then. See, because I'm going to tell you the difference. Up here in the Northeast, East Coast corridor, we don't get the sun like that. We black people down there, man, in that sun, man, Texas, California, man, from like South Carolina on back, and whenever I go down south, or even when I went out west, I agree with you. It's a whole, man, my breathing is different. It's a whole different.
Me too. As soon as I step off the plane.
Come East Coast, though, and watch what happens. You be like, man, what the fuck? You don't get the sun like that. It's small.
But do you think?
Nah, I ain't arguing. I'm with you. But
I want to go back. Can I ask a question real quick? Because
go ahead, bro.
I think like our people always been nomadic. Like I said, nothing new under the sun. When I grew up, I was always
with the sun.
You know what I'm saying? No, but I'm saying nothing new under the sun, meaning like this. Everybody had the experience of, well, not everybody, but I think most of us, like, you might have lived here, spent 3 months in the summer at Granny house, another, you know what I'm saying, going to visit it. So it's like you was always nomadic growing up. And what I mean is that when I moved to Atlanta, I love the weather and shit like that. It did so much wonders for me. But the only thing I couldn't deal with is the motherfucking pollen season when green snow will be on everything. So it's like, I understand how like, okay, cool, this might be my season to move around and go be here for a couple months. And you know what I'm saying? Or when it's raining real bad down there, I don't want to be there. When it's winter in Chicago, it's time to go back down south. You know what I mean?
That's keeping it real.
Like, I don't think we ever was supposed to like sit nowhere for too long and just be here.
I don't know. Hey, this is Garden of Eden.
Be in Chicago, yeah, like that. Just the whole.
No, I'm saying though, this is the Garden of Eden.
We can move.
Imagine leaving the Garden of Eden. You know what I'm saying?
What's the Garden of Eden?
Florida.
I mean, but that's to your. I'm not mad at you for feeling like that.
No, I'm saying no, it really is though. But we ain't got to get on that one. You know,
let me ask you a question.
I think
I'm just saying it could be the Amazon. It could be the Amazon. I'm just saying, like, why would those people want to leave the Amazon?
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. I'll mute up.
Back in the day, right
Hey,
quick.
bro, somebody want the link real quick. Go ahead, y'all.
Florida Everglades, bro. Florida,
Hey,
man. Florida is a hard state. You couldn't travel through Florida without roads, man. Just imagine back in the day, the Everglades and how fucked up and all the alligators. And,
well, they knew how to live there, though. The people knew how to live there.
Man, it's hard to live in that
No,
bitch.
wait, and again, this go to my point about Florida, right? Even when the brother is saying Florida, I agree with you. It's a beautiful place, but what the brother just said, back in the day when Florida was just wild Everglades and shit, niggas weren't trying to be down there. Right now, all them wild ass places in Florida, they still there.
I agree with that.
Oh, wait a minute, wait a
man.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Up, bro.
Wait a minute, slow
That'd be a
down.
hard place
All
to
them
live.
wild ass places in Florida, they still there. But niggas is living in the city. Like, I don't give a fuck where you live at. You're living in a major city. Niggas that's living in Florida is living in Tampa, Jacksonville, Miami. You know what I'm saying? Orlando.
Let me say it like
no
this.
different.
Let me ask.
That ain't no different from a nigga living in Chicago, Houston, Cincinnati. That's what I'm saying. Y'all living
It's all the
in
same.
the city.
Hey, drop the
It's all
link,
the
bro.
same.
Okay,
Y'all
I dropped it.
living in the woods just like we not living in the woods.
No, but
Y'all
hey,
living
listen,
in that city.
No, but let me ask you a question though. 150 years ago, how was our people living? Because when we wasn't living in these cities, where was our people was living? I just think that.
And I'm trying to tell you that Chicago was the woods, just like Florida was the woods.
I ain't gonna lie, you right though.
Wait. At some point in time, we advanced all these places, so now they all cities. So, like, I love the South, but it's like the niggas that's living in the South, y'all living in Atlanta, Birmingham, Houston,
now we are.
Miami. Y'all not living in the fucking woods.
Hey,
Like,
Bobby.
y'all in the city like that.
Hey, he got a point. He got a point though.
Yeah, you know what?
Bobby.
Guess what? Let me tell you one thing to add to this, and then D, you got it right. All of us moved out the jungle in all of these lands, and we moved into the port cities that the Pilgrims built. All of these big cities, they were like hubs of trade. Even Birmingham and all them was major in the steel industry and all that. We could talk about what led everybody into these major cities that we in today long time ago. But yeah, I'm gonna pass the mic.
Hey, but listen,
that's the same thing that led niggas to Chicago, St.
the
Louis,
difference
Detroit,
between,
you know what I'm saying?
like, I live in Georgia, man, and the difference between Georgia and Florida is that in Georgia, I can go right now and live in the country and survive. You can't go off the beaten path in Florida and live in the Everglades, my nigga. You can't find a day to find your ass. You gonna be dead.
It's too dangerous,
You
right?
gotta
It's
say
too
the Everglades.
In the wild in
Bro,
Florida,
we got
bro.
woods too, bro. We got woods.
Hey,
Florida,
Florida, a fat ass state though, bro.
And one thing I want to say, man, too, I just want to pull this up. This important. When all of us be like we was living in the jungle, I want to get that in context and perspective, because a lot of folks think we was, lacking or something. So let me show you. This was what I mean by living in the jungle. This kind of shit right here. This was what we was. When you go into all these jungles that we abandoned today, you start seeing old civilizations of concrete, like in the Grand Canyon. It ain't just like they want us to think teepees and shit like that. Nah.
I agree with you there. We was advanced. We always been advanced. We always been able to build. You know what I'm saying? Great monument.
Hey, Bobby, I wanted to tell you. Hey, Bobby, I just wanted to say right quick. Because I'm gonna say my family that came to Tampa, they from Chicago, right? And their last name is Leak. Leak is like, like an onion, so to speak. And Chicago come from the word Chicagua, which is a leak. You feel me? What the hell just happened? Oh, I thought somebody called. But yeah, Chicago come from the word Chicagua, which is a leak. So my whole family that really come from that region is the ones that migrated to Tampa, like in the mid-90s.
Yeah, I mean listen,
not 90s,
bro.
mid-1900.
I'm gonna be real with you. Growing up in Chicago, when I was young, bro, nigga, watermelons used to grow in front of the projects. Lightning bugs used to be out everywhere. You see what I'm saying? Like when you talk about the leaks, that makes sense.
Bobby,
because when I was young,
everywhere. Go ahead, brother.
everywhere. Like this in the city now, I used to have jars full of lightning bugs. So like, and then on top of that, when you say leeks, the onions, Anybody who grew up in Chicago will tell you every field had that wild onion smell to it, like wild onions growing everywhere.
That's why they
Everywhere
call
in
it.
Chicago, nigga,
That's
that
why they
shit
call it
smell like
Chicago.
wild onions
Chicago.
growing out the motherfucking ground that night.
Wild leeks.
So what I'm saying is that, but you got to think though, a lot of the shit that we blaming on like the soil fucking up here is need to be blamed on the landscaping industry because they spraying chemicals and shit like that, killing off the natural shit. Like I'm telling y'all, man.
They running us to their stores. They trying to run us into their businesses and buy their food. That's what they do.
Well, let me pose a question based off of that because they always tell us, and I don't know, I could be wrong. Is it because we always hear like for our biology, for us, it's better for us to live in warmer climates. But based off of what my brother from Chicago was saying, it's not just it's we can live in any area as long as the ground is not fucked up. As long as the crops and stuff.
I think we need to be nomadic, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
that's what
you gotta
I've
keep it
always
moving.
been my whole life.
Like the earth is our turf.
Like think of
we always
I don't
told
know
warmer
nobody
climates
that
where we're
wasn't
supposed to
nomadic.
live.
I don't know nobody who didn't have a granny down south or a granny up north who didn't move back and forth or out west. Like that's what I'm saying. We always been like, stop thinking like out the box. Like we always been the kids that's like, I'm going to granny house for the summer. I'm going to stay with such and such. You know what I'm saying? For a couple
you know what's crazy? What y'all think about this? And then I'm gonna mute up again, right? Look at Wild Wild West architecture real quick. Cause when I'm sitting here looking at all of this ancient concrete stuff in the jungle, it don't look bad to me. It looked like it could have been like some real fly shit in its time.
Yeah. And, like downtown.
Yeah, then you got these guys come along in like the 1600s, 1800s, and they start building real shabby. You see this shit here? So it's like, they started come with dirt roads and like it's just a big difference between what was in the jungle.
Hey, watch this. Hey, bro Sanchez. The Three Piggies is the teepee Indian with the sticks. The sticks building his teepee. Then you got this one right here. He used wood. You know what I'm saying? But we literally use concrete. You know what I'm saying? We
and
that
the
third
thing about jungle building, it wasn't about access. It was about protection. So it's like when you building in the jungle, you could build the city, but the thing that people don't understand, I'm not building access roads. Like to get to this shit, you got to know about it. You see what I'm saying? We finding a clearing deep in the jungle, and we finna build the greatest. This shit could be Las Vegas in the middle of the jungle.
Look,
but you wouldn't know about it unless you could get back here.
And you know what's crazy, Bob? If you think about it, all the early American housing is based on chopping down the trees and then building these
lumberjack.
Paul Bunyan chopping the trees down and building this little shabby shit. And our ancestors was like, you gonna create deserts, dummy. Why don't you just make concrete cities? Look, we got concrete cities prior to these wood shabby shacks. And one gonna think about this. All the trees that was in the West, they was cutting them down and make shabby ass towns, and they didn't elevate to concrete cities till later when the concrete whole civilizations was already here.
Thank you. Now think about this, Sanchez. As much as they diss the cities, if you really look at the old school, when they was in New York, Philly, Chicago, down south, these places was already concrete built cities. Why the fuck was y'all going out west and making stick homes when y'all had concrete cities? Oh, because y'all didn't build them cities and y'all didn't know how to fuck to build concrete homes. That's why when you look at a lot of those cities, when the European came, they started building wood shabby shacks next to concrete homes in the city. You could see the difference between the architecture. Like when they came, you would see they started building these type of shacks next to brick homes. Am I lying?
Hey, hold on. I got something.
A lot of these big concrete castles and big temples and old buildings in your city, they been there prior to the Pilgrim, y'all. They built around that shit.
No, I agree.
On top, and you can see where they built around it. They architecture look totally different.
Yep.
Why in like South America, when you go like to South America and you see like Mexico City, right? But then when you go to certain places like to see, like Tulum or Chichen Itza, and even in Africa, they built like they'll have your cities, the modern cities today, but those kingdoms be way out in the fucking forest somewhere. And when we be like, we be like, damn, why the fuck is this shit all the way out here? This shit, that shit in there, and it's like those were the cities at the time. Like these is fabricated cities that they made up that we live in now. Most of those kingdoms was out in places that we would have never went to. Like when you to get to Chichen Itza, you gotta ride far as shit. That shit far as hell. But it's a big ass fucking. I don't know. That shit just weird. Like those kingdoms be way out in the forest, way out in the jungle.
Hey, Dr. Deborah Blair said that when these people invaded us, and that go for Africa and America, everywhere they go, when they invaded us, like let's say Egypt, when they invaded Egypt, the real Egyptians had to run off into the jungles. You feel me? So they look at us like we some jungle people.
But that was our cities.
But that was our shit. You over there in my house talking about I'm a motherfucking a hobo. I ain't no hobo, bitch. I'm finna come get my house. You feel me?
Yeah.
They find big elaborate fucking kingdoms and stone kingdoms out in the middle of nowhere. Well, they say it's the middle of nowhere because they don't want us to know. There's a lot of shit I believe they don't want us to know.
Yep.
Facts though, because I'm telling you, one of the biggest things, and this what I'm gonna do. It's a whole civilization hidden in the Grand Canyon, y'all. I'm talking about with advanced writing, religions. A tunneling system that go out through them canyons that was inherited by a lot of the cartels even to this day. I'm talking about y'all. Yeah.
Hey, I guarantee it was like Spain. It was like Spain where you had to get there by boat. You know what I'm saying? Like the front door be all water. If you step off the porch, you in the water.
And my nigga, good words, he dropped this on me, man. If you look at the tunneling system, that's not just out there in the Grand Canyon, but through America, a lot of that shit that they dammed up and then put they deep underground military bases in and all of that shit, that's like our pipes, man. That's our filtration system for a lot of water and shit. Right. They went down there and dammed this shit off so they could be the Ninja Turtles, man, and go live in the fucking pipes and build underground military bases. So it's like that damming shit work both ways. Allow them to go underground because if they flood the shit, the water is going there so it can get filtered back through. That's why the shit is like stale water behind the dam now.
Now let me show you some shit.
The dam, they having problems.
Guess what, y'all? Now all of our advanced mining operations start to take place in the 1800s in America. We know what they was building like in the 1800s, shabby shacks, right? So check it out. They can't convince me that they was doing all this underground tunneling when they was building shabby shacks on the surface. So my thing is like, I'm saying, what you think they inherited? I think this underground system already is what was here from Mesoamerica, and they inherited because even the cartels say that.
Yeah, they got it's always a break off in the history because they'll show you these big ass kingdoms that was built in Peru and all over the Americas and even in like the Great Zimbabwe. But then right after that, they'll show you some Africans in mud huts or so-called natives in teepees, and I'm like, how the fuck they living in these? But they built this shit. Nobody never answers the question though.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. I got some on that real quick. So check it out. Like, I'm not like, correct me if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying y'all wrong, whatever. I'm not going to against what y'all saying, but how y'all be saying like or Sanchez, you said something about like we started the cement shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Why these white folks had the like all the wood shit, like the Wild Wild West. You see what I'm saying? But if you look at like today, you know what I'm saying, how we got none, like nigga, we still got wood house today. We got bandos, shit like that. But then you can go, you know what I'm saying, to a rich part and they got mansions. So it's like if you just fast forward and you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers look back at us, you know what I'm saying, in the future, they'll be like, you know what I'm saying, how the hell these niggas got bando, you know what I'm saying, they got bandos right here. And then, you know what I'm saying, like, Like how
They
do we
come
know?
from the concrete. They come from the
That's because
cave.
the
But
history was taken from us, bro. We that don't mean that we didn't have the knowledge. You took out a large portion of history. We don't have the knowledge. A lot of us don't have the knowledge now because of interruption. But you can't take away what's been here and what our people did. So
Yeah.
it's two different things. The bandos now because the people don't have the knowledge of how to do it. But that was done to keep you in the box.
Yeah.
What brother? I know what brother trying to make. The only difference is you will never see a band in the same neighborhood as a man.
Say it
You
again.
see
I
what
couldn't
I'm
hear you.
saying? I said you will never see a band in the same neighborhood as a mansion. So
Yeah.
like the way that we
Right.
saying these houses, like if you go to the city, you could see where extravagant brick homes was being made. Somebody had put up some wood shit that they built later on. You could see like the difference in time periods. Like whoever built this ain't the niggas who built this shit right next to it. Like it's a complete difference. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm from Chicago. I can see houses to where it's like somebody built this in the 60s, but the niggas in the 1800s who you telling me had less technology built this grand brick and all, like it don't make sense. You
Watch
know what I'm
this.
they
saying?
didn't cut no corners.
Watch this. Watch this, right? Hey, and look, y'all microphones are kind of tripping a little bit, but check this out. I want y'all to look at this shit right here. This is an underground city that's, let me try to explain it to you. It's one big ass piece of rock that was in the ground, and these people just hollowed that bitch out into this what you see right here. Just think about that.
Yeah, that's what I think all the pyramids were. Sometimes.
So that
like
lets
the
you
greatest
know.
one.
Right, so that means these folks had some tunneling and stone technology that they ain't account for, because you ain't doing this with picks and stuff.
Yep. Hey, watch this, Sanchez. Like sometimes I like when we look at regular mountains, I be like, shoot, that's really a civilization. Them people just didn't, they still cloaked behind rock. They like, we don't want you to even know that this one is a civilization. But inside, we got it going on.
Yeah, for real, man. Look at this. That's one solid slab right there.
Yep.
And you can see that the place around it just been hollowed out. It's just one big ass like bedrock.
The Sphinx. The Sphinx is one giant stone.
Yeah, and this style of architecture still hasn't been explained to this day.
It haven't been explained. You know what?
Yeah, you see this in America everywhere, and it's unexplainable.
It's crazy that it's still unexplained, but y'all know about diamond planets and all this shit, but you don't want to see. They don't want to go and say ancient people were just as advanced as us. In fact, they were more advanced than us because we can't build on the scale that they built with when they was using concrete. We got steel beam systems. There ain't no steel beam system.
About what you said, Sanchez, about pressurized suits. Like you could pressurize this building because they built it literally with no seams. Like they put this one solid piece. So you could pressurize
why
this
they
whole fucking building, boy.
It's easy to.
Now my fault, but real quick, they over here trying to fantasize and try to do all this fake, what's it called, on some make believe ass shit instead of actually researching the shit that we got here. Like shit like this, it's like hella shit. You feel me? But motherfuckers don't. You know what I mean? Shit crazy.
Yeah, they had, and then when you think about how uniform, see, if you was looking at this from a top-down view, this would be like a big cross, a plus sign, and then it'll get 3D when you go around. This will be a building with 4 faces. You see what I'm saying? Like, and there's one of these in Africa too. This predates Christianity. That's why I know that cross didn't have nothing to do with Christ at first. That shit had something to do with the North Pole, Mercator map, the 4 corners of the earth coming in at the North Pole and shit like that. Somebody got stretched. Why you at a dice game or something, bro?
Oh, my bad. My bad. Let me mute up.
You got a TV on or something?
So what do you think the cross is? Which is what?
Yeah, I think the cross is right here. This is what I think it really meant. The cross before any Christianity, any of that. It meant what happens, the crossroads, what happens at the North Pole. You look at the cover of Bone Crossroads album, it's almost like they know the earth is flat or that they studied Mercator map or some shit.
I was just thinking of that. Same idea what Bone was talking about, meeting at the crossroads.
Yeah, because if you look at that album cover, they basically did this 4 continents at the North Pole with their faces with the cross in between it right there.
Facts.
And this is the crossroads. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
According to the ancestors, this is where all the energy recycled, the place of the dead and all that.
And
so when they
talk
talk
like those 4 rivers they talk about in what, Genesis or whatever.
That's facts, yo. And the Pygmy said that they from this land. And dude, this map is so old. This white dude said, "Yeah, here go to Pygmy land." Now this same dude got a diary where he talked about meeting up with the Pygmy there. They got little artwork with these little short dwarf people with the tall white explorers. And they was saying how they was learning all the secrets of the earth from the Pygmy because the Pygmy have studied this black hole, this Rupus nigra right here, longer than everybody else.
Hey, bro, you got to do a full Pygmy video. I'm talking about that because people don't understand.
You're right.
How important they is in all of humanity. Like these are the indigenous people on every land.
When you talk about dwarves,
I gotta write that down.
You gotta do this. Mythology dealing with dwarves, elves, fairies, imps, leopard, like that's all dealing with pygmy people and that mythology coming from them.
Yeah,
That's
the
what
Twa.
I'm saying, bro. I feel
back the Twa people.
Yeah, I feel like you need to drop a new presentation like you did the old one about the lands of the North and the pygmy and stuff like that going in. Because I was just going back and forth with somebody on what the pygmy believed and the Dogon the other day because they were trying to say that the Dogon was globe earthers, and I'm like, no, they're not.
Yeah. Because they took
Hey, put it like this. Santa Claus was like a sumo wrestler to the Chinese community. You know what I mean? So he's one of them. He's just the big boy. You know what I mean?
Hey, and I just want to say this because the globe, and I don't want to bring it to no globe and flat earth debate, but I like to all the globe earthers, I think we need to make it known to them that yes, nigga, we believe in the globe. Well, I'm speaking from I believe in the globe earth. You just got to explain to me how we not living inside of it and on the outside of the globe. So it ain't none of us that'll argue with you about dome, globe, what's underneath. We saying, nigga, we inside this motherfucker standing on flat ground. So put us outside. Don't put us outside the globe. I'm not debating nobody on no globe. I'm saying, nigga, I'm inside the globe, the snow globe, nigga, however you want to look at it.
Like Sanchez said in the debate the other day, you live inside the house, nigga, not out on the outside around the motherfucker. Everything need a container, bro. How is Earth and the inhabitants are the only beings that don't need a container? And you on the outside of the egg. Nothing live on the outside of the egg, man. Shit is crazy.
Hey, there was a video where Bill Nye said he wanted everybody to understand that we living in that closed system. And I'm like, how can he say that if he is globe earther? He believe in space and all that shit. Yeah, if you Google that shit, he got a video out saying.
Yeah, you gotta what's the title to put in? Salutes to Amir El Bay said, look into the Coburn Bible. You know what, y'all? I just don't think nothing like this was built with picks and shit. This gonna be a whole presentation too. They downplay the Stone Age. Let me tell y'all what they do. They go back all of these to these pre-dynastic times and they give you the Flintstone people. And yeah, one thing they show you about the Flintstone people is they was shaping rocks, bedrock and shit. But they don't show you they was making this, dog. They don't show you that the first concrete cities in the world come from them same Flintstone people that we fucking laugh at with the you know. Just think about that now. That when you go back and really understand what the Stone Age was, it was really the height of civilization, and we just re-entered it when we came with concrete cities and shit.
Yep.
Didn't they call it the Golden Age at one point too?
Yeah, that's another nickname for it.
Right, and when you're dealing with the Golden Age, that's like supposedly on the like if you're dealing with the esoterics and the zodiac, that's when civilization is at its highest peak. Like Aquarius is about knowledge. The Golden Age is supposed to be when motherfuckers is like at the peak, at the pinnacle of what they can do, like building everything to its best quality. You know what I mean? So it's like it will make sense that I'm building shit out of stone, nigga. This the shit that's finna last forever.
Mm-hmm. Hey, like it's just like they demonize words. You feel me? They'll make a mockery of other words like primitive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
man.
even Nimrod and all that kind of stuff. But definitely the word primitive, like they make it seem like it's ignoramus.
Cause this primitive, and now think about this: these Olmec heads are primitive. This come from the same people that we looking at that have mastered the stone. And your motherfucking civilization is very smart when it starts shaping these kind of stones, like how we got granite countertops today and marble this, marble that. You don't supposed to be finding that in no pre-dynastic time. That's why these people always got to say unsolved mystery, unsolved mystery. We solved a mystery. These people just was smart, man, and they were no dummies. Quit with just cut it out. That's the mystery solved.
Yep. That image right there is called a Haven Kund or whatever, or something like a hot oven, right? You know, Haven, even like the word Havana, but like you see that opening is shaped like a chimney or a fireplace. You feel me? And they literally got him sitting in there, but literally the fire don't go right there where he's sitting. But it bring to mind to me that I think that's where they get even the shape and idea of a fireplace. They're like, okay, since they had a fire going on in that little thing, we gonna make the opening be where the fire go. You know what I'm saying? Same thing.
And then it's again one piece of stone. All of this stuff is one gigantic piece of stone, y'all. And you look at how the human look in relation to that head. Imagine if they would have put the body with that. Now check this out, y'all. Cause we cooking today. Salutes to the whole round table, man. We going and we just, let it go with the flow. Guess what we proving to y'all today? That we had what's called urban areas in pre-dynastic time. We have metropolitan urban areas in pre-dynastic time, y'all. We had underground traveling systems, electric sidewalks. That just bring that world of life in a way. To me, that shit is crazy, man.
Hey, I got a question, bro.
And then, for sure. But look, and then think of everything we saying, and then let's go and look at this. And let's look at the people who came with the cannon rifle and boom, and they was building real shabby. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's pass the mic. What my brother, you got it.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, bro, Sanchez. So, you know, a lot of our since we understand that, you know, when we do the geometrics of a building and things like that, we understand that come from our spiritual sense, from physical and non-physical things. So do you think these Masons took our math and our geometrics and symmetry and able to shape and form things and formed it, and that's where we get like stone masonry from, to where we got this stone age type of shit from, man? Cause you cooking right now, man.
Yeah, I think that definitely got something to do with it because early America was built on brick masonry. And I'm going to show you what I mean. You see a lot of buildings like this. Red clay bricks is an icon of like Britain, America, shit like that. And that's for insulation purposes, all kind of shit. We can even go into early electric systems to power the house and how the bricks would play a role with that. But I ain't gonna go that deep with it. But it's a lot of documentaries out there on architecture in America going deep with this shit. But y'all, I'm telling you, yeah. But
ancient masonry,
right?
like ancient masonry come from America.
Because look, we couldn't have no wells in the South if you couldn't make bricks and lay them in the cylinder and work with bricks and shit to a degree, you know what I'm saying? So just working with bricks and just working with large pieces of stone, period. Like them Olmec heads. And then we see y'all that explain to me this, y'all. How do we go from, because they make us think that when we left the Stone Age and went into the Paul Bunyan wood shit, that it was an upgrade.
Well, you know they start doing that for monetary purposes also.
Hey, he said we went the weaker material.
That's how you hide the mud flood, Sanchez. That's how they hide the mud flood, by just skipping over it, by just saying, yep, we went from the Stone Age to this. And, you know, nobody questions with logic, like, well, why did shit seem like it went backwards and not forwards? Because that's what happened. We went through a debacling period.
Let me share. Let me share something with y'all.
The people was kind of dumbed down to the point where they
you
would
don't think
only
it'd be a conscious decision though to go to weaker material? So you might go ahead, Sanchez.
No, I'm telling you. Look, watch this, right? The people that came over here. This is just the fucking style. Cause check this out. They started building a bunch of wood houses. Y'all, a wood house don't last long because they didn't have those early resins and treatments like what we got today. So a shack like this will be unusable in like a few more years. This stuff, like my great grandfathers and grandmother had wood little shacks in their backyard and shit when we was little. If you go in them things now, it's dangerous to even walk in them. It's and nails getting stuck in your feet and shit. No one does this. Insects get in the wood get hollow. If you think of the concept of a wood-ass Paul Bunyan house is really stupid. Look, all of the houses that we live in today that's modern ain't even wood no more. It's different siding and paneling and shit like that. Because early America thought that wood was the answer, y'all, and that's how come in the South, yo, if you still in them wood houses, you got them wood roaches. Yeah, them brown little roaches, right?
Yeah,
the
termites.
And listen, Sanchez, I don't want to get too
500
deep
years before that, 500 years before that, the Mayans already invented stucco.
Facts. And I don't want to get too deep off into the mud flood, but to like the brother saying, like, would it be cheaper? It ain't about it being cheaper. It's about what's more efficient labor-wise. Because when you look at them stone buildings, obviously that's not physical labor that's building that shit. So at a point in time, whatever technology or knowledge that was used to build that was lost. So if you got to start building shit by hand, what you gonna do? The easiest shit. You finna cut down some trees, you finna get some sticks, some twigs, some net, and you just finna start throwing shacks up. because all that megalithic shit you done lost and then we dealing with child labor too. We ain't even getting into the orphan trains like it's children building this shit.
Bobby, not to mention that the insulation in this shit gonna suck because all them cracks in the wood. And then
shit, right? It's nothing like this. Is something. This is really like supposed to be like some shit you just throw together for like survival purposes.
This some right. There you go, Bobby. Or either some doghouse type shit.
Right,
you know how motherfuckers go to summer camp or they do that, that Boy Scout shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like
this is survival home, bro. This is shit when you get lost in the woods and you learn how to build some shit until somebody rescue you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Check the link in the back channel I just sent you.
Got that.
No, that wasn't the point I was making, Bobby. The point I was making by saying cheaper materials is what incentive does capitalism have to use materials that last 20, 30 times longer than what is going on currently? I was arguing that whatever the mud flood was a form of reset to change to a different system. There's no incentive in selling people houses that last for 200 years. There's no incentive to make tires that last forever.
Yeah,
there's no incentive to make gas tanks to run on 50 miles a gallon, which I know they can do because if you ever driven a school bus or something like that.
Let me give it to you, brother. The incentive is this. All of that shit was already built. All I gotta do is get you into a contract that has a limit to it. See, if I got a house, bro, that I know gonna last forever, like this bitch built to last forever, like these stone houses in St. Louis, this shit that's brick laid and all of that. If I own that, bro, all I'm gonna do is keep passing it down to my family and keep moving your ass in it and putting you in a 30-year contract and keep on reselling and reselling. Like, nigga, this house that I'm in, somebody stayed in this before me. And guess what? Somebody lived in it before them. That's the play. Like this bitch.
But we had something called the Industrial Revolution, and you know how many other industries you lose out on when you make something that lasts that long? Because all these industries are connected. So you don't have a roofing industry no more. You don't have a flooring industry no more. You don't have you get what I'm saying?
Well, I get that, but go ahead. But that's what come within to the, you know what I'm saying, the paradigm we in now. Once it's built, all I gotta do is get you to you know what I'm saying, redo your roof, your floors and all. Like, I'm gonna keep siphoning money out of you some type of way, even into the ownership of the land. Like, I still gotta pay somebody. So it's never not gonna be a point where they not making money off of something that could last forever. Even Bobby if a car lasts forever, bro, they'll figure out a way that you gotta pay.
Is that Bobby Knight? Hey, watch this. Because the only person that ever got disenfranchised was the Negro. Like, you never heard about the Indian being disenfranchised and nothing else, right? So obviously, everybody was on our land. Like, we was the ones in the brick building, and everybody else had to live in temporary quarters. Like we allowed them to be in their TP and allowed them to be in their little cabin. We the only ones could be in concrete.
What?
No, that's real what he just said. Y'all gotta listen to what he just said. When they came over, they built this for their purposes. We was already living in big cities and big motherfucking buildings, brick buildings and all. Like, none of that, like, we wasn't in the TPs. They gave us their history.
Right, but guess what? We had them in tent cities and they says TPs and shit.
I'm not bad.
There you go.
Like the homeless folks, tent city. But we was in the concrete buildings and shit. We paint the new, bro. I like this goddamn history of America that we paint make more sense than anything, and that shit crazy, yo. That's the real Trading Places movie.
So
Hiram Bill.
Lifestyle. They made us want to live after their lifestyle and follow their trends. So that took us away from what we was already doing. Like, when we came, they started our old way of building was building the wood shit and shit like that. So they started doing that. But when they franchised everything and made this this stone masonry thing, what we was talking about, that's what placed everything under the order of the way that things were being built as a society. When they made steps under their history, they started doing things for so-called mankind, which we was already doing. So we started falling in line with that. And then we started going backwards in history, bro. And that's how we got disenfranchised.
Can anybody hear me?
Mm-hmm. Salutes to everybody on it.
Okay, peace, Sanchez.
Peace
So
and
yeah,
love.
yes, sir. All right, so yeah, I mean, like, I just, this Nate Nathaniel, I'm just coming through, and I just want to say, man, is very much appreciative to what's going on, with your airway, and the things that you're doing. It's most definitely something that you know, beings that's of the elite need in existence. And all y'all, everybody that's on this airway brings something to the table, no matter whether somebody might think that the conversation or the ideas that they bring to the table is irrelevant. It's not, because like Sanchez like to use the word, we use our intelligence, and we do what you say, Sanchez, is critical thinking. And that's important for an individual to have the ability to utilize their intelligence and bring to the table to the sacred geometry of what the picture presents to them. Remember, they always say, and I'm gonna close on this, that a picture speaks 1,000 words, but we all know that a simple speaks a billion pictures. And I'm gonna close on that. So I appreciate you all. I love this airway. Sanchez
Appreciate
knows that. Yes, sir. Sanchez, you know that I contribute. I'm a long time contributor to
Facts.
Sanchez. Yes, sir. And I'm gonna keep on doing it because the way I figure, I
I
come
thought
from.
that was Lord Jamar.
Yes, sir.
Nah,
Yes,
Big
sir. But
Nate,
look, like,
I
yes,
appreciate
sir. Yeah, but like we, cats like me, I come from buying Dr. Malachi York's paperwork or what have you off the corner stands or the Nation of Islam, and like that don't exist no more. So now everything is through the airway. It's nothing wrong with an individual to give a couple dollars or what have you, and just to get the same information, that you searching for. Not so much have to be searching for, but like what's going to give you comfort while we're here on Earth. That's what it's all
Yeah.
about. Right. Everybody already
Because
got their own destination and journey.
it's about finding the information that feeds our souls and supporting that. Because look, everybody got. I was looking at this shit from Neil deGrasse Tyson that really made me mad, and you know what? You just made me think of that too. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna share that with y'all right now. It's a short one. I downloaded it. Hold on.
Talking about the one I just sent you, bro.
Because it might be, but I'm gonna show y'all. This really make me mad. And think about what he said. Now they got. Remember, I'm doing a Raelian presentation. These folks can believe in aliens. They can believe in Jim Jones. You got Aleister Crowley, satanic folks, religions, and ain't nobody saying nothing to them. But listen what they saying about flat earthers.
Right, good point.
I don't like debating people because in a debate, what is the...
Oh, let me cut it on for my roundtable. And it's 4 minutes because I'm glad that the brother was just saying, like, when y'all support this shit, remember, when you type flat earth in on YouTube, they censored us. It ain't nothing like flat earth, y'all. I'm telling you that. There's no other group that's really getting it like us. They trying to make it. But let me quit. Just watch this.
I don't like debating people because in a debate, what is the construct? It's typically two people and there's an audience and you debate some.
Now, we know what a debate is, right? You don't like debating people, but you proceed on with smoke in a video. You just don't like to have an opponent in front of you. See, you the type nigga who want to throw rocks from a distance and you don't want nobody challenging your ass. People got to really understand how much of a charlatan and coward that Neil deGrasse Tyson is. Any black man striving to be like a nigga like him, there's something wrong with your psychology. Nothing this man said makes sense. He's a fucking another Pastor Poke Chop. Now, he's a big-ass hypocrite talking about, I don't like the debate, what's the purpose of it? But you introducing yourself into a debate.
Because in a debate, what is the construct? It's typically two people, and there's an audience, and you debate some opposite sides of some issue, and then there's a winner of the debate. And then everyone walks away reflecting on the winner. So who wins a debate? It's often the person who's charismatic, who's maybe charming.
That mean you scared than a motherfucker. Come on, man. Y'all gonna let this man get away with that because he Neil Tyson? Anybody else did that, they'll say, "Ah, nigga, you sound scared. Bro, you sound scared." No, you know what to debate it. Do you want to debate the man? You saying it's a globe. He's saying it's flat. If you go to starting off talking like Neil deGrasse Tyson right here, folks will be like, man, you sound scared to debate. That ain't no good excuse.
Related to charisma, of course, who has a good way with words, good vocabulary. And you can have
that. See, he's scared that his opponent gonna be charming, good words, if you got the truth and you got a good vocabulary and all that, then you good. You sound scared, bro.
Look at his clown face right there, damn it.
Yeah, this nigga sounds scared, man, and he look nervous, man.
No, this nigga head, G. That's that bitch made shit. We done all went to school with a nigga like that.
Right. Yeah, man.
That's it's like he's not really sure what he want to express.
I don't like the fight. I don't like the fight. And
but he talking shit though, D.
Yeah, talking shit though.
And he gonna be the one that's saying, but what's the purpose of a fight? You got two brothers, one hitting the other one knock. He talking about himself then. Like one just knocking.
I'm just gonna hurt you and go to jail or something. Like I might break you in half.
And in the middle of that talk, the nigga been stuck his ass, G.
Yeah, man.
When you talking about charismatic, bro, that's what you get. You get charisma when you like an educated person using big words. Ain't not educated by no dude from the South who talking country or no person from the hood or they just know the information what they talking about with flat earth. Right? He talking about himself, man.
Bro, hey, no, it's an excuse. Just like people use on Bro Sanchez all the time. You know, like instead of sticking to the information, man, you sound country as hell, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, stick to this information. Bro. You feel me?
And see, and that's what I'm saying. Like, these dudes, now watch this hypocritical shit. This shit had me so angry. Watch this.
And you can have someone who doesn't have any of that, who is speaking objective truths, who could lose a debate.
He's saying you can have someone charming that look good, they good with words and all that, and he can lose the debate against them, and even though he got the truth. Why are you worried about that in a debate? Why? It would be
that is some whole shit.
Ain't that some whole shit? Bro,
hey, you look too good for me to debate, man.
Like that shit make me really, man, ooh, Neil deGrasse Tyson, you a bitch, man.
Hey, Sanchez.
Oh man, but we gotta get through this shit together.
Hey, bro, did you see that?
Yeah.
Bro, Sanchez?
Huh?
You see that video I sent you in the back chat with Bill Nye? Talking about the world is a closed system, we can't leave the earth.
Okay, I'm gonna go to it. 3:15. I got it queued up.
Yeah, I was just checking that out.
Appreciate it, Jerome. What up, bro? How you doing, man?
Hey, he didn't say the objections were false. He said the objections were truth. You know what I mean?
And bro, this shit's triggering, man. He's a bitch. Look.
So then what is the point of the debate if one of these points of view is objectively true?
You're a fucking...
So I will not enter a debate where I have the objectively true side of an argument and the other person does not.
So in other words, you won't debate a flat earther. Why would you even address him then? The point of a debate is to see if that person's argument is objectively true versus yours. And you're just a fucking coward, man.
Hey, educate me a little bit on what objectively true is, because I'm not understanding why he's not saying when you have the truth. He's saying when you have objectively true. What's the wordplay on that right there?
Let's look up by definition.
You know what I'm saying?
Like a counter argument.
Look,
because he's saying my shit is objectively true. He's not saying I have the truth.
I got you. Look, objectively true. Look,
Objectively.
in a way that is not influenced by personal feelings or opinions. What he's saying is his truth ain't emotional. It ain't involving feelings. It's just math, truth, and science. And your shit is just feelings and personal. See what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying, bro. And that's straight up fucked up, bro. When this same dude is on a fucking video promoting religion, talking about the different faiths, you fucking hypocrite. Ooh, boy, I don't like this nigga. I ain't gonna lie, boy. I don't like this nigga.
Hey, bro. Everybody.
You damn coward. Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Hey, bro. Hey, man. I want to say, man, I appreciate you doing this every time, man, and like allowing people, man, to like get on. A lot of people won't do this in this manner. I've seen this kind of thing, question and answer form and stuff like that, where people subject themselves, man, to like a barrage of people, like hundreds of people at a time, asking them questions and stuff for like hours. I've seen it. And bro, man, I like to say, in this age, this social media thing, you know, where like people can go live, podcast and all that streaming and stuff, man. Yo, man, you actually leading. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I haven't seen anybody doing it like that.
Hey, Larry, appreciate that. And we already know you's a day one who been supporting. I got much love for you and the fam, for real. I appreciate that.
It. And straight up, bro, man, like, you know, every now and then I might shoot a little something, and I do truly mean like a little something, cause I could be doing a lot more in that way. I don't really support, well, I won't say I don't support people, but as far as like music and stuff, I mean, honestly, it's just so readily available, man. You can just type in something and you listening to it, but every now and then, man, as far as music, every now and then when I hear something I like, shit, I'm spinning on that. When there's something like this podcast, I'm actually paying into it, you know, wherever I can. So, man, like I do more when I can in that way, if not like on other ways. But I wanted to just run something past y'all. It's probably like off the subject, but it's on a topic that you covered recently. You know, regarding the whole tabletop thing, man. I just want to clear something up. I totally understand. Vanishing point and 1 point perspective, 2 point perspectives and all that, you know, being like an artist and all that type of stuff, man, ace and all that type of stuff. But I wanted to show you something, this little diagram that I was formulating while we was talking about it. But I know it might have seemed like I didn't understand what y'all was talking about. I was saying that, if you recall, the dude he was talking to, he had a point, but it was kind of a moot point. And you was trying to drive the point home to him about the quarter on the tabletop. And he was technically, he seemed like he was right technically, but I wanted to show him something, or show y'all something that would just clear that up. But at the time it seemed like I didn't like understand vantage point or something. Like I was like, well, damn, okay, I just let it ride, because I totally understood what y'all was saying. I wanted to clear up for him since he was trying to be all technical, like he was trying to win on the technicality, like, man, but the camera's below the table. He kept stressing that as if there's not something that you see in real life. And I'm like, well, okay, the example is a quick example for somebody who really gets it already. And they're like, oh, shit, that's cool that you got a simple example to show. I mean, it's a no-brainer from that point. But he was trying to be brainy about it. So I came up with an example that'll satisfy that. And I got it right here on my screen in this graphic program I'm working on. It's real simple. If you let me share, I'll just show you real quick. It's a little simple little thing. I'll drag it to the left and it'll kind of display what you see on the tabletop.
The screen,
you know what I'm saying? So I got
the screen share is unlocked.
Okay, I'm in on Illustrator right now. This is Adobe Illustrator, right?
Okay.
This is my little representation of the tabletop. So in real life, just say this is the sun over here, right? You see that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is a little person, right? All right. So he was saying the camera was below the table. Say this is the table. The person is clearly below this object right here, right? You see this? Let's say this green thing is the ground right here. Mm-hmm. And these little lines represent him looking at this or him looking up at the sun, right? Or whatever the object this is. Now he's clearly below this thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Watch this. I'm gonna zoom out. Just remember he's right here, and look at this as I pull this. Oh, as I pull this right. Shit. Here we go. Watch this. This is what happens on the. This is about what happens on the tabletop, right about here.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's out of view, right?
Mm-hmm.
is doing the same thing they would do on the tabletop. Just say if this is the edge of the table, once you pull that coin back, it goes past that point. It don't matter if this right here was 5 miles up like a plane would be, but the sun is traveling 3,000 miles away at 30 miles up. You see what I'm saying? It's still going to get out of view once this building or this pole or these trees, all of that type of stuff could be 5, 10, 20 miles away, but the sun or whatever object is traveling, thousands of miles away. And it eventually gets blocked out by whatever's taller than you. And this represents the front of a tabletop. The viewer is always below that at a distance anyway.
You know that's not our level though, right?
Now listen.
No, it is. Look at this, right? Just say this could be on your horizon 20 miles away. The sun is traveling 3,000 miles to California from Georgia to Portland. It's gone. It's over. It's gone. It's going over the horizon. The horizon is draped with mountains and hills and trees. Everything's taller than you at 20 miles away. Let alone if an object, a plane, a bird, the sun, everything. The sun. Just say if the sun is 30 miles up. That nobody's flying 30 miles. They flying 40,000 feet, which is approximately, let's say, 5 miles up. The sun, even if it's 30 miles up, it's 3,000 miles away. It's gonna be blocked by everything that's taller than you, everything in the distance. But the distance ain't 3,000 miles. You start to lose your, everything is on the horizon at about 30 miles away, max. You see what I'm saying? Like 5, 10 miles, once you start getting that stuff starts to turn to the horizon. Trees, buildings, everything is turning into the horizon at tens of miles away from you. You're talking about an object that's traveling it's traveling thousands of miles away from you, not tens of miles. It's thousands of miles away from you. So it's gonna eventually get blocked by whatever's taller than you. Whatever's taller than you. That's your tabletop right here. It starts to, get like obscured or blocked by it. See what I'm saying? Look at the distance. By the time this gets way out here, it's totally blocked by this. Look at this. You're not gonna see that anymore. This person could be right here. Just say this represents 5 miles. Let's say this represents 50 miles. It's already blocked by whatever's right there. You start to see some shadow. The light ain't that good no more. All of that. But anyway, man, that just was a little something. That's a quick example. That's all. That was just something simple. If I could have showed that guy that he would have had to set up about the table being slightly taller or slightly above the camera, because that's what you see in real life. You see that from your house.
Yeah.
If something flies over the top of your house, a bird could fly, just slightly over you. But if it goes over your house is taller than you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna look like it's going down on your house. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, it's flying overhead and it goes down, like it goes past whatever's in front of you. But if it's taller than you, it's going down. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's all, man. There's whatever's on the horizon is taller than you. And that's damn near everything besides other people. Any object that you walk into, be it a house or be it a forest or be it, anything that's taller than you, at a distance, whatever is overhead is gonna go down on it. It appears to set on it, basically. Especially at a distance, especially when it's in the horizon. And again, your horizon starts to become that at about anything past 10 miles and 30 miles out, that's your horizon. Mountains, hills, trees, buildings, all of that becomes a part of the horizon. It starts to. But and as far as vantage point, like I said, I totally understood all that. I just wanted that dude to stop trying to hang on to that. And I see why he was hanging on to it, because, if you're trying to make a point or trying to have a problem with a point that's being stressed, that's a technicality that he seems to be making sense on until you show him something that represents that in real life. And that's what I was trying to do, this little representation, show him, okay. But anyway, man, that's all. But yo, man, I'm gonna leave y'all with that. But and I just wanted to let express that before I get out of here. I'm about to go into a little night gig, so I'm literally about to leave out the door. Just want to share that with y'all.
I appreciate that. And yeah, you know, that's something I would like to debate some more with these globalists on Vanishing Point and see. You know, because that was one thing I did go over with Craig in a debate, but we ain't really touch on that shit long. I could have got him with that. But yeah, salutes to you, man. Have a good shift. I definitely want to continue that debate if it's any globalists, you know, listening or whatever. I'm gonna drop the link again too.
All right, bro. All right, y'all. I'm about to get ready to get out of here, man. Appreciate you, bro, man. Keep it up, man, for sure. And like I said, man, when I get the opportunity to do more, I will do more in that way. You know, cash app, all that kind of stuff, man. Cause yo, man, you providing like entertainment as well as damn the info, man. Much needed info. As KRS-One would say, as far as KRS-One would say, you know, edutainment.
Edutainment, yeah.
Edutainment, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know, you got to keep it interested, man. So, I mean, hey, do your thing, man. Keep it up, man.
I appreciate
much
that,
love and
man.
respect, man.
Hey, much love and respect to you too, my brother.
All right. I mean, I'm gonna get on out here, man. Peace, y'all.
All right, peace
Much
and
love, man. You know, flat power, man.
Flat motherfucking power. Yeah, let me drop a bomb for the bro, man. And he somebody yeah, Jerome, you wanted me to play this Bill Nye clip? I'll play it real quick so I don't forget about you. Hold on.
238, which is not even the weapons plutonium, a baseball size, grapefruit size. People freak out because the rockets sometimes blow up. Now, one thing I really want your generation to embrace is that the Earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the Earth. There's no place to go. There's no place to throw your trash. And I wouldn't be surprised if maybe not you, but your kids develop ways to mine our landfills. We throw away so much valuable stuff right now, especially raw materials. I may be wrong, of course, always may be wrong, but I wouldn't be surprised if that turns out to be economically reasonable. All this plastic that's really hard to create and hard to get it to break down, it has value, you know. Like I have some clothing made out of old water bottles, right? So,
but yeah, he spoke about the Earth being an enclosed system and we can't leave it.
Yes, sir.
So that's what we want to take out for that. He heard it out of his mouth. And yeah, that's just crazy. This dude and Bill Nye, these dudes are jokes, man. This dude can talk about, present information objectively, but when he's talking about diamond planets and all this stuff floating off in the darkness of space, that information is not objective information. That's opinionated and based on his personal feelings and him fantasizing about to bust a nut because a galaxy just exploded. You know, and I'm tired of this nigga right here, an old gate guard keeping the people held back. I don't like Freemasons.
That is something that should not be debated, does not belong in front of an audience getting debated.
You can't decide what should be debated or not. You're having debates about religion, you damn hypocrite. Let me show you something about this fucking hypocrite. Look at this nigga. He's debating a white man right here about all kind of crazy shit. He debating atheism on Joe Rogan. He debating God's existence. He's going in on a religious troll because Neil deGrasse Tyson is a religious man. He want religion and science to come together. So on one hand, you won't debate a flat earther, and a flat earther don't got objective truth. But on the other hand, you're a religious man who want to know if the two can coexist. You goddamn funky ass hypocrite. Nigga, you're a charlatan. You ain't no motherfucking man. You's a puppet, nigga. You's a pastor and a religious ass nigga. Damn sellout is what you is, nigga. you can speak on, you get to decide what's debatable or not. People can debate about God and talking snakes and mythology and shit, but folks can't debate about the flat earth with you. You a coward, nigga. I ain't got no respect for the man.
Yeah, that's a conflict of interest.
In front of an audience getting debated. You want to debate something? Debate political policy.
How you gonna tell a person what to debate? You over here debating religion. You over here debating God and faith and religion, bro. You over here answering questions about Bigfoot, son of a bitch. This man over here talking about Sasquatch and Bigfoot. And he only talking like this about flat earth. And it's only flat earth that, okay, debate something else. Like, who would debate that? Like, it's pointless. You talking about it? You see, look at this nigga face. Like, everybody know you're a damn charlatan, man.
Of what to do in the face of climate change. Do you have carbon tax?
See what I'm saying? Flat Earth gets rid of the conversation of climate change, carbon tax. How you gonna tell us what to debate? This nigga's an agent, man. If y'all don't know that by now, you're lost.
Now here, agent, you want to see some even funnier shit? Tune in to him and I forget the comedian name. I'm not even gonna
like even science.
That Star Talk shit on Facebook.
Even all the damn scientists don't even agree on climate change. They're debating on whether or not it's real or not. Let's debate that. Somebody, the name of this channel is Big Think, but they don't think big at all. That's crazy.
Do you solar panels? Do you subsidize?
Shut your ass up and debate a nigga on flat earth, globe earth, you damn yellow teeth charlatan.
Them. Debate that. Don't debate something that...
You don't tell people what to debate.
Is it really?
You don't want nobody to debate flat earth, globe earth, because you know we'll mop the floor with your chicken nugget headed ass.
Is not objectively true in this world.
Let's not debate none that ain't objectively true, but on the other hand, you over here debating Bigfoot. You fucking hypocrite. Thomas Sowell said Neil deGrasse Tyson will destroy America. I want to know why. Damn, that's 4 minutes, huh? That might be worth of a listen right there. Yeah, that might be worth a listen. Yeah, man, this is hard to get through.
The B.O.B., the rapper, I have a video letter to him, the transcript of which is in Letters from an Astrophysicist. That rose to that...
The title of astrophysicist has no weight, because if you're telling people the physical makeup of the stars, but you never been to a fucking star, you're a damn reverend, nigga. Don't nobody respect. The astrophysicist goes into the same goddamn bucket as the damn pastor and them who talk about that they know the makeup of the heavens and shit.
Yeah, that's theological shit.
Yeah. Astrophysics sit around, and this the kind of shit that they get into. Look, y'all, cartoons. And when a galaxy dies in the darkness of space, bitch, you ain't never been, ho. Shut your motherfucking mouth up about it. Astrophysicist is a goddamn pseudoscientist and a nigga just giving your ass the religion of Saturn. Look at this shit. Giving you a bunch of a nigga telling you about a black hole that's fucking light years away, but his monkey ass right here on Earth. Ooh, Neil deGrasse Tyson said when a fullerene explode, Cheerios come out the motherfucker in the darkness of space. Bring your bowls.
Well, they gonna believe it because they believe it's a big ass beer cloud in space and shit. The motherfucker said it's a whole system made up of just beer.
Yeah, beer galaxy. A motherfucking Thunderbird. Yeah, goddamn Lucky Strike motherfucking galaxies and things. Yes, this don't make no sense, son, that we got old English orc clouds and shit floating around, son. And ain't none of us saw it. Ain't none of us saw it, son.
And we got the Fruit Loop Galaxy.
Hey.
We got Captain Crunch Galaxy and Planet.
Hey,
That's that fireball.
Planet made out of fucking Bucky Charms.
Sanchez, you already know he turned water into wine.
Here go that fireball.
Hey, so Jesus was a bartender. You feel me?
Yeah. Hey. Right. That 33%, that 66 proof. Hey, my nigga, they got galaxies in space made out of fireball, y'all. Cinnamon whiskey.
That's coming
Hey,
next.
hey, the God ball. That God ball.
But I'm telling you, let a nigga get hold to a bottle of this, he gonna turn into a devil by half of his bottle right here.
Yep, a whole new animal. This turn cowards into killers.
Yeah, man. All right. Yeah, they that's what they said floating in space. Neil deGrasse Tyson can tell them everything. And there's a galaxy near Andromeda about 10 light years away from the Milky Way that's made out of Twinkie filling. And they'll be like, ooh, for real? Yes, man, it's made out of nothing but Twinkie filling. And goddamn it, and why? Because he said so, and he the astrophysicist. But you know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's the black dude name? What's the black dude name? Say the sun is solid gold, and we're gonna travel to the sun and get the largest amount of gold ever. And I'm like, man, that nigga there is crazy, man. I forgot his name right now. The black David Icke nigga.
You talking about Billy Carson?
Now
yeah,
look,
yeah, Billy Carson.
Now look at this shit. Here go the alcohol cloud that's floating in space, y'all. This all you got to get a globalist. A nigga took a picture of some volcano lava from a top-down view and put some filters over that shit and said, look, y'all, we found the cinnamon whiskey galaxy near Andromeda. And y'all went for that. And it do look like a fireball, too. But I ain't gonna lie. This is the kind of shenanigan. This is science, y'all. No, nigga, that's religion. And guess what? It's another planet up there that's made out of pure diamond. Yep, a pretty little ball. Just it's shaped diamond into a goddamn, yeah, let's show you globalist something, man, what you got there. This, come on, folks. Look at all the dumb shit they be teaching these folks. Bling, bling, just floating around in space. Look at this shit. They know you can give these niggas anything. Look at this, man. Look at this. Hey, man, it's diamond planets up there and super Earths up there. Up where? In the heavens, in space. How you know? Because Neil deGrasse Tyson said it. How he know? Well, he just know because he an astrophysicist. Know that he go to the stars? No, he reading the photos that come back from the satellites and he telling us, okay, this is a glass of whiskey floating over here. When the photos come back, it looked like this. It looked like vomit on the ground. See, Sanchez? And it's Neil deGrasse Tyson job to come and interpret the vomit and say, look, he been eating sausage. He got little onions in that vomit. Look, there go a little cluster star in that vomit. There go a little, oh man, he had Viennas. And look, God damn it, son, it's corn in it. And that's what he got to go and tell you what's in that pile of vomit that came back.
Yeah. He got to determine that the star called Earl.
Yeah, right. The star called Hurl. God damn it. And Neil deGrasse Tyson will zoom in on a little dot and he'll say, you see this little bright dot right here? This baby right here. See, this is a nursery for baby stars, and when they explode, they just burst their guts all into the universe, and they zip their pants up. I mean, my bad, y'all. What I was saying was these stars burst their guts into the universe, right? And damn, Neil, what you was thinking about? Nigga, all this star bursting shit, man. Like, y'all, this is what y'all religion is. And this man talking about he won't debate none or talk about it if it ain't objective truth. Nigga, what's the objective truth behind the Thunderbird galaxy? What's the objective truth behind, what's another cheap beer out there? What's that objective truth behind that natural ice galaxy, my nigga, the 5.9? Yeah. Them Steel Reserve, nigga. No, I got him. Steel Reserve. I got him. Hold on. The silver can. Yeah, we got you now. Now, nigga, y'all talk about this is what you got in space, son. Let me show you. See, we can roast this goddamn this globe. We can roast y'all belief, man. This man said it's a steel and it's called high gravity, y'all. Oh, this the perfect bill for the globalists, nigga. High gravity, nigga. No, This is what I'm keeping on the screen. This is what's floating around. Then the dude, when they aired that shit, the man said it's enough alcohol to make a distillery that's the size of, I'm like, bro, they tell these globalists any damn thing. Hey, man, it's beer galaxies up there. It's alcohol galaxies up there. Yeah, and diamond planets, beer, diamond. What they gonna have up there next, man? What's gonna be next, goddamn?
Hey, Earth is already pear-shaped. Shoot, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We sitting on a big fruit.
It's a goat planet. I just heard they found. It's a planet full of goats.
You
That
playing?
didn't figure out.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm Googling it like a fool. Fucking around with them.
Hey, and the people called Curry. You know what I'm saying? The people live on that planet.
Yeah,
called
the Curry people. Yeah, the Curry people from the goat planet, man.
Yeah,
You heard about that too, huh, Calico? Okay, so you see,
that's the origin. That's the origin
there
of Curry
you go.
goat.
They came from the Curry, right? See,
Yeah, just like the Dogons. You know what I'm saying?
There
The
you
Curry
go.
people brought
They're
Curry
the
goat.
fish people, and there you go. They the goat people. I'm trying to tell you, man. They got a planet out there where they found them. It's right next to the Nibiru. Look it up on the what they call that shit, the galactic force, man. They got the map out there.
Hey, nah, you ain't finna say. I know what y'all talking about. I used to be on that motherfucker. That and another site called Biblioteca Page or something like that. Biblioteca, yeah. It's hard to pronounce it, but they used to have all that shit up there.
So they got a planet in space where it just rains glass sideways forever. It rains glass sideways forever.
Now your first question is
them fiends gonna love that planet.
But why? Just somebody tell me why.
Just cause they said so, and you know, like it'll be cool to just make that for you. Got to see with this kind of space programming, you got to, when you get this vast darkness, right? You got to give people something to cure their curiosities and shit and little weird shit. It's spookism, mysticism, you know.
Said because it'll just be cool, you know. Shit, they just said fuck it. We just making shit up at this point. And if you like it, we love it.
Right.
Oh, that's great. Like shit,
Right.
these niggas, wow.
A planet where it just rained glass sideways. Another planet where it just, I heard where it's like acid rain all the fucking time. It just, you know, this is, you know.
Lakes made of mercury and shit. You know how that go.
Mm-hmm. The darkest exoplanet. I bet you it's so fun to just sit in front of that computer and make up new worlds. I can't lie. I know it's
Because all they
lying.
do is just imagine shit.
Right, but
Man, let's make a planet where
right,
the
yeah.
gravity is so dense it stretch you like a noodle. Soon as you step
Yeah.
on it, you just turn into spaghetti string.
You can't lie, man, and you making good money just to sit there and just make up the, hey, bro, let's make a planet where it rain glass sideways. You know that
Fucking
nigga got.
they stumble.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea, man.
Hey, watch
That,
this.
they make mockery of motherfuckers. They know what they doing. That's why
Hey,
they use
bro.
that tongue as one of the symbols, man. They making a mockery of the population because they gonna believe any fucking thing they tell them.
Bro, we supposed to be on a ball that got a whole bunch of water around the rock, and around all of that rock and water is nothing but air, which is a gas. So that would make this a gas giant.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Now
Like,
listen, hold on. Then they'll tell you planets like Jupiter and shit like that, like these gas giants. With my man Calico, they say, man, if you was to land on, you would just fall straight through it. It's just a big ball, ain't nothing to land on. You would just fall forever till you fall straight through the planet. Like, what the fuck is that then?
So what pressurizes that gas?
That's what I'm saying. What's making this hold together like a
at that point, right. Don't make no sense.
Hey, and no, look at this gas giant that we got. We got a rock in the middle of the gas giant. You know what I'm saying? Floating in the middle of all this gas is, you know what I'm saying? A rock.
Yeah. This shit don't make no sense at all. That
program so real just make you sit back.
See, what makes it crazy is that they want to give you perfect spears in this vacuum. Everything in this vacuum make a perfect spear. Then guess what, bro? Like when you start looking at all of the rules of space, it's so easy to debunk space, bro. Like that right there is my approach for 2023, and then I can get to the curvature later. We always go with the horizon vanishing point, but just the ridiculousness of space, what we got you feel me?
It's like, bro, it's like they try to make the universe some kind of cosmic pool table or some shit, but just balls on it.
Pause. Facts what they do though. Hey.
Yeah, it's like this ain't no game of pool, nigga.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Just a bunch, and they tell you, yeah, the balls was breaking in the Big Bang like a pool table break, and all the balls broke off from each other, and the balls was just smashing into each other, making little bitty balls going around that ball.
Jeez, you know he's heliosexual.
Yeah, heliosexual shit. Yeah, man. This is crazy. Ballin'. Jim Jones voice.
Yeah, that's exactly what he was on though, on that double mean and shit. I had everybody screaming that shit.
The God ball. And I'm gonna show you why they got to have a bunch of just perfect balls. Cause they God was this perfect, like the crystal ball, like what the sorcerers use, and they made all of these damn planets. No cap, y'all think a nigga capping, man.
It's the rock.
Yeah, there's the God ball, nigga. That's what it is. But yeah, man, this heliocentric shit is a comic book. Darth Vader stars and beer planets and diamond planets and planets where it rains sideways glass and planets where only apple trees grow and planets where it's just an endless ocean, a planet just full of grass. Just grass.
Hey, I swear to God. Episode of Rick and Morty that was just like this because they was looking for a new Earth to live because the government was chasing them on this Earth. So they said, let's find a new Earth. And then they went to Earth where everything was on the cob. Like everything, like a plant was on the cob, a bird was on the cob, a butterfly was on the cob, a cob was on the cob. They said, we got to get the fuck out of here. Everything's on the cob. I'm like, they stupid as hell. Like they be making fun of what they really be doing. I be like, dude, this shit is hilarious.
I just Googled it. They did find a grass planet. Wow. and I ain't even making this up. This is from NASA. They saying it's a universe out there, y'all, where there's a planet made of nothing but grass. Y'all think I'm lying?
Looking at this shit that they just drew.
I'm just lying, but guess what? If NASA did give niggas this, they'll believe it, y'all. Act like they won't. Tell them they won't. Yeah, man, it's grass planets out there. You know niggas will go right with it. Them globalists will go right. Yeah, man, you ain't never heard of a grass planet? That make perfect sense.
I'm not gonna stunt. That made me think of a couple jokes. I'm just gonna cut it out.
The soccer planet. Them play soccer on that day long forever.
I wasn't even gonna say that, but you know what? I ain't even gonna bark up that tree.
Oh shit.
Shit. Put it like this: we know what the fuck they did with the tree planet. Cut them motherfuckers down. Shit.
Yeah, man. This is
like basically all planets are some form of a giant gas. Like how the hell are some planets? Like how do some planets have something solid suspended in the middle of the gas? I don't get it.
This is another thing. Why do all these other planets and these other dimensions, places, galaxies got some shit that can be explained on Earth? Shouldn't you be finding shit that's like some different, like it's some material here that just ain't no like why are you just finding shit that's like on Earth but just it's diamonds here? Is that like what the fuck sense do that make?
And right, they finding steel reserve and shit. You know what I'm saying, buddy?
A nigga should be looking at a planet saying that planet full of some shit that we can't explain. We don't know what it is. It's some other type of material. It's something like everything is some shit that's like, yep, that's just diamonds there. That's just grass there.
Right. It's like, think of it like this too. They telling us our shit is a ball of fire or some magma or nickel core sitting under some dirt that's sitting under some water, sitting under some grass. It's like, this don't make no type of sense in the way y'all stacking this shit. It just
Mind you,
don't.
started spinning by itself.
Yeah, you saying all this shit moving and spinning up under it and shit. It's like,
get that part.
Man, scientists use sonar testing. Scientists use sonar testing, and and basically they said that there's an ocean beneath the Earth thousands of miles. Like, how can there be an ocean beneath all of this and it's supposed to be lava and everything else down there? You know what I mean? It's crazy.
They don't know shit down. The deepest hole is what, 7 miles?
You know what's crazy? When you get far off into space, now they tell you that ain't no combustion in a vacuum, right? No boom, no explosion. The Big Bang was an explosion of light, which they still won't explain to us how that turned to physical matter, and they won't tell us what caused the Big Bang, and that's what I'm gonna ask any globalist that debate me, so be ready. Now, check this out, y'all. Look at what we got on the screen. Everybody know this is fucking combustion. They're giving you a demonstration of clearly combustion happening in a vacuum. And if you say that, they'll say, well, that ain't combustion, that's thermal fusion. But guess what, y'all? You can't have thermal fusion without a pressurized enclosed machine. It's called a thermal fusion reactor. That's what the Earth is. Think about this, right? You can't have thermal fusion taking place suspended in a vacuum with no covering or nothing. So either way, you start to fuck them up. Because in order for you to recreate thermal fusion, that's like the CERN Hadron Collider, right? Where these two particles are accelerating. And in this case, you would have systems like this where you will have a series of particles accelerating. And at the core of the acceleration, you'll get thermal fusion. That's kind of like what they saying for the solar system. All of these planets are like accelerating particles in their elliptical orbits. And then the central point where that fusion, they start to give birth to this star, open up this, you know what I'm saying, Higgs boson or whatever. That's what the sun would be. Sun, you know what I'm saying? That would be, yeah.
They on science, they shooting them in the foot all the time, because if you look at Freemason Isaac Newton's second law of thermodynamics, I believe it's entropy. I don't know which law of thermodynamics it is, but the one that is called entropy, one of the characteristics of that is it states that without something to assist it, things will move to a state of disorder and not order. So how does the motherfucking universe order itself if there's nothing that's actually putting it in order? If you leave something alone, it's gonna move to a state of disorder before it moves. It will never move to a state of order without some type of intelligence.
Especially if it started off in disorder to begin with, too.
Exactly. So how the fuck does it start off in disorder and then move to order itself without no assistance? It's ridiculous. Crazy. But they would tell you this shit, and if you don't use common sense, you just gonna eat it up like, oh yeah, this. But if you leave anything alone without anything to help it, like a cabin in the woods, if there's nobody there cleaning that shit up and keeping the goddamn vines from coming in the house and it being overrun by wild animals and shit, like you need some type of something to keep it in order. And that goes with anything. That goes with anything. To put it in order, there has to be some type of something forced to put it in order. But they'll tell you that shit, but no, we still got the Big Bang and everything just fell into order and created perfect spheres and started spinning and like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Yep. And that's why the Egyptians say, what is Mayat without Isfet? You know what I'm saying? Isfet is chaos. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, without that kind of disturbance, like you say, there is nothing to really get settled.
Man, but I ain't gonna lie, y'all. When it come to people who sold their people out, Neil deGrasse Tyson definitely in the top 10 of blacks. Like, and the crazy thing, most black folks don't even realize how much of an evil agent this man is, who he working for, and this whole, why do he want to mix science and religion together? Because that's the New World Order agenda. That's the climate change shit that he promoting, where they got the black boxes governing the social credit system, all that. That's what this man stands for.
One of the Pharisees and Sadducees?
He's definitely one of, yes. Him, Bill, Nye, all of them, man. These enemies against the people. Here's what their job is. Their job is to bring the scientific conversation for the false fear-mongering that the news and everybody else give us. So when the Pentagon and the news leak alien and UFO footage, it's Neil deGrasse Tyson and Macaque Kaku Bill Nye job to go out there and say, what if there's alien out there and they're our distant ancestors from another galaxy? And it's them to now feed the mind and speculation on the propaganda that was, because when the news put out like an alien photo, they ain't gonna go all deep with it. That's when they go and get Neil Tyson, all these folks to give you the religion of how they want you to interpret this shit for whatever agenda they got. So when they launch
all that.
So when they launch a telescope out there, and the telescope, we know it ain't going nowhere, but see, the telescope will bring back all of these photos like the James Webb telescope, and they can't let anybody interpret those. They got to have Neil deGrasse Tyson take the pictures from the James Webb telescope and say, see, what we're looking at are fullerenes and clusters, and come with all of this scientific jargon and make you think he's an astrophysicist. He's been to a star before. He scooped up a piece of a star, studied it under a fucking microscope. He know everything about the heavens, and you don't. He know his beer galaxies up there. He know that it's goddamn diamond planets up there, and you can't tell him it's not. Why? Because they got the telescope up there flying around, and it never gotta be clean. The lens never get a scratch on it, and the pictures always come back crystal clear.
Stupid.
Hey, you already know the largest telescope in the world is called Lucifer. You know what I'm saying? And it's owned by the Vatican. The Vatican owns the largest telescope in the world, and it's called Lucifer.
Yep. And it's their job to take those. Why you think that Neil deGrasse Tyson want religion and science to come together? Because when the Vatican say, look, here go a picture that come from our telescope, then Neil deGrasse Tyson is the pastor that's going to say, see, what we're looking at here is an Oort cloud. And this is a nursery for young stars. And new stars are being born here all the time. And they will give you this. And each one of them stars is like a Christ in Samaria. Let me show you. See, let me show you what I mean. Somebody said they was like, ain't here a Pharisee and Sadducee. Watch this. Let's go back to that Sumerian artwork, the three wise men. Here's what's going on. Look at here. Ain't nobody else saw this solar system. This is what y'all got to realize, y'all. This is the solar system, right? And these are the three wise men. During this time, this would have been your smartest, like, men where everybody getting the knowledge of the heavens from. And they'll tell you, yeah, we're in a solar system. This was up there in space in the heavens. And the people will be like, where did the three wise men get their knowledge from? And this was a religious order sanctioned by the church. It was because they had an out-of-body experience like Enoch. Enoch, Christ, all of these people that was said to travel in the heavens, they would have been also the people given the peasants in their time the conception of the stars and all that in the heavens. Now watch this, y'all. Look at what we see in Samaria. Don't that look familiar? Now these are the three wise men that we read about in the Bible, but this story was told in Samaria. And guess what, y'all? They are looking, they would have been connected to the heavens, and they would have been teaching the people about the birth of new stars being born. And they would have been teaching them how our universe is the birth of a star. And that's true to a degree because the North Pole, the pole star, is what gives birth to our universe. We know that. But this will start to turn into heliocentrism. Now, if you look at what this star looked like, it's the six-pointed star, it's the Merkaba and all that. Now, let's go to the James Webb Telescope. Each of these new stars are what? Six-pointed stars. They are canongas. They are these cubes. And see, that's what you got to realize, that ain't no way no telescope. This is the real image from that telescope. This is computer generated. The telescope is what allowed them to convince you that they can see, that we have pictures of what the heavens look like. Now, they ain't gonna let anybody interpret these images. They only gonna let an astrophysicist interpret it. So he can say, like what I'm telling you, it's a stellar nursery with stars being born, because they want you to think that our universe was born from a big bang, which is one huge star explosion that burst its guts out and gave birth to a bunch of small little big bangs like this right here. And it just kept going from like that. That's what they're saying. And remember, it's a little bit of truth in what they saying, but we know this model is flawed, and we know the reasons why. But check this out, y'all. All I'm saying is nobody really know the nature of the heavens. The knowledge of the heavens and the stars was always religious and spiritual systems. And it stopped when the church and science separated, and now they about to reunite again because our technology is entering a realm that unites this knowledge again. There's no more they can hide it, like the knowledge of the heavens is separate from what we are on earth. So now everything is going back into time travel, talk, cheating, death, and everything that religion basically say. When Christ say that I'm gonna be revisiting you throughout all of the ages, he's literally saying I'm a time traveler, like the Mayan and all that. Ain't no other way to explain it. If you can visit every generation, your ass a time traveler. That's like me saying, hey, I can go visit the Mayans and them, then I can go visit medieval time people, then I can come back visit future world. Your ass a time traveler if you can visit every generation in each age. So, but they was telling about this technology in a different way. Now, the men that's talking about space travel cannot separate it from time travel, because the higher up we lead the earth, the more time slow down. It's possible that, see, back in the day when I was young, and this when humans was a little bit more smarter, they getting dumber each generation. But when I was young, they said space travel is time travel. And that if an astronaut spent like a year on, let's say, Saturn, when he came back to Earth, he'll been a time travel, because the times are different. A day on Earth is different than a day on, and he'll actually, and what we're talking about, what we got to get into with that conversation is, how do we age? What causes your aging process? Because listen, they telling you when you leave the earth, you age differently. And that's true. That's true. Check this out, y'all.
Oxidation of the cells.
So when we talk about aging differently with space travel, we get into immortality, we get into anti-aging talk, cheating death, don't want to grow old, and ain't that's where we at? We're in the same technology in the past that was into space traveling, cheating death. That's what the Pharaoh was doing, and also anti-aging. But see, that's when you trying to unlock these secrets with technology instead of unlock them naturally with your own awakening inside. That's what they doing. Makakaku, he's the man to explain how we gonna travel in space in the future with Neuralink, mind beaming, and see it's Neil deGrasse Tyson job to teach you the theoretical universe that exists in meta space, in the quantum computers that we're gonna beam into. They're gonna literally create this universe in a computer, and people gonna be able to travel this universe in a computer. Makakaku already told you that. Because this universe don't exist in nature, it only exists in a computer. I joked a long time ago, I said, man, if you wanna travel to space, you're gonna have to literally go inside of a computer. And they literally saying, yes, that's literally how you gonna do it. That's crazy. And I was just joking.
Well, shit, that had to be the only way. They know we can't leave. Everybody else don't know we can't leave. That's the problem. But they know we can't get up out this motherfucker. Not quote unquote physically, at least. Not with no machines. Not with no you know what I'm saying, no devices. We're not getting up out of here.
Only way out of here is for man to mature his spirituality and learn this astral projecting secrets that the Mayan and all them knew.
Otherwise, that computer shit is going inside of somewhere. You're not getting up out of nowhere. You're not getting up out of nothing. That's literally going inside of something else. But you're not getting up out of here. Not without, like you said, opening up that. Well, I don't even know about the science of the pineal gland, but not without learning how to astro travel and separate your consciousness from the form.
Yeah, learning about the silver cord. You feel me? They're going to have to learn about stuff like that first.
Yeah. But this is crazy. Hey guys, it's time for me to go on grub, man. I'm about to go ahead, grab me something to eat. I appreciate y'all for supporting the show. Y'all know we gonna be live though this weekend.
Hey, Sanchez, if I could tell you right quick, man, I ain't never seen nobody destroy somebody like you got on Dr. Umar. Man, hey, that's the worst battle video, like, you know what I'm saying, I ever seen, bro. Like, that could have been on DVD, bro. You did your thing. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You know what? I'm actually gonna do some more video review reactions to some more Umar shit. And all of you niggas that's going against reparations, I may go live again tonight, y'all. Hit the support button, hit the Cash App, man, hit the like button, and look, we might come back on these. If that ruined y'all ears, I'm sorry. Forgive me. We know we know not to let Ronnie McNutt in. We gonna actually report him for that. And if I'm sorry to leave y'all on that note, cause some people probably had on headphones and shit. I'm next to my system controls, so I'm just a second away to the volume buttons and shit. But my bad, y'all. That was some dude named Ronnie McNutt. I'm going to.
Yeah, he was trolling, bro. He was trying to get you a strike, bro.
I'm gonna report him as offensive, illegal, and abusive. Is what we'll do on that.
Yo, peace, Sanchez. I'll let you in a minute. I'll let y'all.
See you, bro.
That's what we'll do. Salutes to y'all, brothers. Peace and love. Thank y'all for joining. And I see y'all on the next one. Peace and love. Thank you, everybody that support the show. And appreciate you for all your donations and support. I don't take them for granted.